we ever a common mistake? It is not a common mistake.
Well, that's why they created that phrase, I before E except after C.
Right.
That's how common the mistake was, that they had to put a phrase behind it.
No, they teach you that in second grade so that you know it. So it's a no-brainer.
All right.
As soon as you see that C, you put the E there.
Everything will be double-checked, spell-checked, and put in. You'll never have a problem. Ever. Never, ever.
Anal receiver.
Yeah, I'm receiving it anally right now from you. Yeah,
no,
yeah.
You're not. I'm too nice. Most people would fire you. I've spoken to other people who run like media things, like I do. They like one mistake and they fire somebody.
Yeah.
I just put up with all your bullshit. Come on, man. You're not that busy that you can't get
I'm
this
not saying
right.
that I am. I'm just saying that.
Would the word bureau just blow smoke out of your head?
B-U-R-E-A-U.
Yeah, how come you can spell that?
Because I can fucking spell.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
You can't spell receiver.
I just did. I know I screwed it up there. It's because I work too fast. I'm jittery. You know,
well, stop it.
I know. I'm on beta blockers now because of that.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Whatever that is, could double your dose.
Triple it.
Beta blockers? What kind of shit are you on now?
I don't know. I need to be on cyanide with you.
What are you on, beta blockers?
Yeah, I'm
what
on
is
beta.
that?
Propylethylene or some shit like that.
You
Don't look
spell
at me.
That I'm not fucking spelling.
Propylethylene. He doesn't even know what he's taking.
Because I have the shakes and stuff.
Yeah, what is that?
It's just my nerves. It's just a neurosis.
What are you nervous about?
You.
Me? I hardly talk to
Listen back to this later. You'll see why I'm nervous.
I'm nervous because I got a computer system filled with misspells.
You know, I have a tendency to act without thinking. That's what I think this is one of the situation here. But I'm aware of it. And now
You're like putting your foreskin on Twitter. Now you're going to get thrown off. He finally got on Twitter.
Right.
Yeah.
First thing he tweets, he gets a warning from Twitter. Who gets thrown off of Twitter?
I know you have girls with fire hydrants up their asses. That's fine. Me, I show them the tip of my penis, and you know,
is that
it's like
not allowed?
I'm like the Frankenstein monster. It's allowed, but apparently, a few people were so repulsed that they reported it.
Oh.
You know, people are having their breakfast. They see my anteater, they're not happy.
Right.
But whatever. But I take these beta blockers because they help calm me down because I have the jitters and the shakes and I act impulsively.
But is beta blocker a thing a doctor prescribes? Or,
yes, a doctor did. A doctor did prescribe it. And
can you imagine what doctor he goes to even?
I can't even.
It's a wonderful doctor.
Imagine.
He's
and he looked at your handshake and he goes, "I just take some beta blockers."
He's a Palestinian from Miami.
Is he?
He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
A lot of my guys shakes got the pace too.
Yeah.
What's his problem?
He's just all fucked up.
It's a normal thing that runs in the family. It's called essential tremors.
Right.
So that's probably what Sal has.
Yeah,
exactly, same thing. And you can take pills or let it go. I don't really care.
Yeah.
My dad has it so bad when he picks up a soup spoon, it just flies all over the place.
Yeah.
He can't. Yeah.
Well, if you were my son, I'd shake too.
Thank you.
I'd be nervous every minute.
Well, now that I'm aware of the issue, and hopefully I put you at ease a little bit.
Well, you have not.
Well,
but please get it right.
You need a beta blocker because you should be rest assured that I will fix everything.
Is that what the guy said? You have essential tremors?
Essential tremors, yeah.
Why are they essential? What does that mean, essential tremors?
I don't know. That's a bad name for it because it doesn't seem to be essential.
Spell essential.
ESSENTIAL.
You're a great speller. You're an amazing fucking speller.
Essential.
You can't even spell essential.
ESS.
You're fucking retarded.
Oh, maybe one S. One S for
All right, go ahead. Let's hear the new spelling now. All right, we're up to spelling number one. Let's go to number
essential.
two.
I would think essential.
Go ahead.
ESSENTIAL. Oh, ASCENTIAL.
All right, that's second. All right, you got that wrong. Go ahead, try again.
ESENTIAL.
All right, that's three. Go ahead now for number four.
And finally, essential. ACIENTAL.
All right, that's four. Let's keep going.
Essential.
Now you're up to ASIE. I mean, it's fucking wacky what's in your head.
Well, essential's
There's
a tough
nothing
one.
in there, man.
Essential.
And you're in
tough.
charge of putting shit into my computer, and I keep you on.
Dude, 1 out of 5.
You are not allowed near
I got
the computer.
foreign, I got bureau, I got a lot of...
Does Richard know how to spell? Can you hand your work over to him and let him
he spells great. But I'm a good speller.
How would you know if he spells great?
Yeah, you're asking the wrong guy.
Who is a guy, Gary, can Richard spell?
Sure.
I know he has a higher IQ. Did you hear that spelling of essential?
Essential. ESENTIAL, I would think. Maybe 2 N. ESSENNTIAL.
No, you're up to 6 now. 6 spellings, you still haven't gotten it right. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I have more spellings for you after this.
Well, the essential's the big one here. I mean, listen to what's going on. There's smoke coming out of his head.
You have to admire my
All
tenacity.
right, go slow. Stop trembling.
said-
Scott's always the guy.
He's the guy you have to convince
what you said.
people to take.
I'm suddenly fighting for him every minute.
I think Scott thought his nest egg was going to be his son's band, too.
Yeah.
He was putting a lot
Not at
into
all.
that.
My son's got his own life. I'm not banking on him doing anything. For
Well,
me.
you better.
Why couldn't he have had Justin Bieber? Can you imagine
Yeah.
if Scott's son was Justin Bieber?
Well, look at him. How's that going to happen?
Like, I know Jason is freaking out because he keeps gaining weight. I mean, he's almost the size of an elephant.
He went on a cruise last week, and I said to him,
He did?
I said, there's no way you're going to go on a cruise and come back thinner.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Because, you know, the cruises,
It's all about food.
it's just nonstop. I don't know what he ate.
But he's another guy with no plan. Like, okay, so let's say I
Well,
get...
he's a young guy, at least.
Yeah, no, but
But Robin, listen to me for 1 second. Let's say I get a 5-year deal somewhere.
Okay.
All right? I sign. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be, at the end of that deal, I'm going to be 61. I got to get the fuck out. I want some free time. Let's say I come through for everybody. I take the job for 5 years to make sure that everyone's still working. All right? Let's say that's my primary motivation in doing this. Which I'm pretty sure is. Is Jason going to have in 5
Tell
years a
him
plan?
that this is it.
I don't
and
know.
When
he
am I
has
allowed to
have a
leave you
plan.
all?
See, okay,
No, that's what you have to say right now. If there is another 5 years, better have a plan.
Yeah, because I'm out. I mean, why is Jason wasting the little money he has on a cruise? That fat
I don't
fuck.
know.
What's he doing?
But see, I would say, to answer your question, I figured...
What's his plan in 5 years? In other words, everyone's got to start
I got
looking
a
for a
plan.
job. What's your plan?
You know, listen, my plan is...
Yeah, let me hear your
Okay.
plan. Like, if you have a plan, maybe someone else will hear it.
No,
around here.
I've been putting money away exactly the way you said that I should from the beginning. My father said the same thing as your father.
Right.
If you're making... my father said, always max out your IRA no matter what. No, I always
Didn't your
have.
father die broke?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead, yes. 'Cause I just want to understand.
And that's
take
why he
his
told
own
me.
advice.
But you know the thing is, that's a funny thing.
Nothing like that.
He never had a he didn't have a plan. So he always,
Right.
you know. So I put money away and all that. I figure if this is the deal, your next deal to me is your last deal.
Right.
And so I have been saving my money, and I would continue to save it some more.
So that's your plan, to save some money.
To save some-
but
well,
if
to
you've
continue to save and then
all
to
right,
tr-
because what the experts say, they say don't be caught off guard.
I wasn't,
If
and I'm
you-
not.
Right, because
the thing is,
you've
I
been
don't
working with me a
know.
long time. Even if it's $10 a week, if that's all you can afford,
You're missing the point.
Put it aside.
Pay yourself first is what they
People,
say.
even having money put away, people would still like to know, do I have to look for a job? In other words, if I knew 6 months ago, I'd have 6 months to look for a job.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like Jason, I heard you if you don't get after this paycheck, if he doesn't get his next paycheck, he's fucked.
No,
That's what I heard. I heard you have
how many
you're completely
paychecks?
wiped
How
out.
many paychecks do you
no.
need?
I have savings. I have savings.
do?
I've been saving.
Well, his
So
wife
what
works,
about
too.
the money for the loan for the wedding?
No, it's still being paid off, but I'm saving. I have cash on hand. Susie Orman says in these trying economic times, it's more important to have liquid cash than pay off your debt. So I've been saving cash.
What is it, Will? What? Is he bullshitting?
A little bit. He makes these comments in the office just like, oh, I got to wait till we get paid on Friday before I can make like a $25 payment. Like little shit like that. I'm
but
like,
that's
how much money do you have saved, dude?
Nothing.
No, that's
like,
not
do
true.
You have a
I put
plan?
that
Like,
savings.
let's say I don't. For some reason, I don't have. Do you have a plan?
I'm working on it, absolutely.
You are.
You have to know that.
And if I get a 5-year deal, you understand? I'm getting old. I can't keep doing this.
That's the other concern. It's like, well, I'm 32 now. I'm pretty young. Do I still want to be in this position at 37, 38?
All right, that's good.
Absolutely.
At least you think. Well, that's right. You're the one with the IQ with 130. The rest of you dummies, I don't know.
Why isn't he helping the others?
Why didn't you help the other one?
That's because
with
it's
your
funny
high
to watch
IQ?
him fail.
I know. At least you got a plan.
A little bit. I mean,
But
calm
listen,
down
guys,
about
here
Will's
it is.
plan.
If I get a 5-year deal somewhere for you, I'm doing it for you so you guys come up with a plan. You got a
I got a
fucking
plan.
You got a plan.
I have a plan, and I've had a plan. I'm more nervous. I just would like to know. You can understand that,
Well,
right?
of course, I'd like to know.
But I have a plan. I mean, I've saved money, and I will
Right.
continue to save money. But, you know, Will brings up the interesting point. When we're done, should you sign another deal, I'd be 55. Mm-hmm. And then you get it that way. Like, who wants to hire a 55-year-old producer?
Nobody.
But by the same
No one
token,
wanted to hire
in
you when you were
this-
25.
In this business, people find themselves in that position all the time.
Right. Oh,
You know,
yeah. And let
because-
me say something.
What?
You're absolutely right. That's what I wanted to say. That we've all been very blessed.
Yeah.
You know, but if you were a producer on a TV show lasts 5 years. That's
If
a
that.
great run for a TV show.
Like you heard Wendy Williams, her show is probably, she says, I got 2 years under my belt. I don't even know if it's going to last another season. But we've been very lucky. We've all had these, I signed contracts for 5 years at a time. It's unheard of in radio. But most guys don't have any of this. So the fact that I can offer some security. But you guys have to come up with a plan.
But,
Well,
you know,
don't worry-
for Will to say, do I want to be in this position at 38? If he stays in this business, he could very well be. If he goes to another show, he could be in this position in a year.
Right, that's right. In other words, I'd rather be here for 5 years knowing what I have.
Right.
Than say I got offered to do a TV show and it's like it's a hit TV show. How fast did Who Wants to Be a Millionaire rise
Come and
fall?
go, yeah.
That's right. I'm sure all those
3
people
years,
thought
right?
they're going to be on that for the rest of their lives.
Wasn't that
It burned out.
3 years, up and down.
That's
gone.
it. Gone.
So I'd rather be here.
All right. Whoa.
Hey,
Here's a
we
guy with
have
a plan.
to, yeah.
get ready for all direction to be lost.
Is that really your? I'm just curious. Is that really your primary motivation?
Yes. Yeah.
Is it because you? But do you think you don't want to face if
Look.
that wasn't around?
Listen.
Like, let's say
I-
that wasn't. Let's say.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you not want to really decide yourself if you want to keep doing it?
No, here's what I've decided whether I want to do. So I want to do something. I still want to be involved. If I didn't, I wouldn't do it. But part of my Spielches,
Right.
which is an Italian word, which you wouldn't know, is that
My parents.
there's a lot of people who are working here who don't have a plan.
No, I
like you are the worst of that. You have no plan.
If you do another 5-year run, I'll be as old as I say I am now.
Right. No, but I mean, you'll be older, and the thing is, you have no plan. You don't put anything in savings. I know you.
I haven't done. You
You
know
haven't
what?
saved a goddamn dime.
This is a wake-up call.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I hope
the
so. I hope so.
Yeah.
I'm being
I've been
serious.
known-
No,
Sleep
it's
through
so.
a few
It's like
alarms.
it's. I read those things you're talking about like.
And I don't need a Susie Orman to tell me. I mean, I know basically that if the thing falls apart, I got to have some money. You got to. I don't care what you're earning. You got to put a certain amount aside and make a plan.
But even if life has no certainty to it.
Right.
Even if you say, I'm signing a 5-year deal, you could drop dead tomorrow.
Right. Right. Right.
There's always something that could happen.
You brought up a great, you brought up a great point in the studio.
I did?
How much longer do you really want to do this? So say Howard does resign.
Yeah.
What's your plan for after that contract? Say he signs a 5-year deal.
I don't know. That's the issue that people are having. It's a lot of fun to be here. It's great to work here, but at some point you got to think. Right now I'm 32. I could try and start something else and build a career from there. At almost 40, if you were to go another 5 years after this, it's like starting over. Maybe there's some kids on the scene at that point. These are all questions you got to weigh.
Say he does resign. 5 years down the road, he retires for good. That's it.
Well, I'm working on my professional golfing career. I'm about a 20 handicap right now, and I've gotten down in the 80s a couple times. So I figure if I can get down another 20, 25 strokes on my game, I'll be ready to go.
Do you have a contingency plan or an idea of what you'd want to do?
Well, I'm hoping to get an announcing job with whatever late night host is doing the Tonight Show at the time.
So you're following in the footsteps of Stuttering John? That's
Exactly.
your hope? Those are your hopes?
Exactly. It's the Tonight Show with Jay Leno.
I'm falling back on my youth and good looks. I think Hollywood is obviously the next step for me.
In this business, you have to always have plan B, always, even if it's in your back pocket.
Right, so what is this plan B in your back pocket?
Cookies.
Right, it's my cookies.
What's next?
It didn't appeal to you.
Well, ideally, I'd like to stay on the air. I'd like to continue on the radio or on TV doing, stuff like this, talking head stuff. If I can't find a gig doing that, then I'd do one of two things. I'd either go back into the corporate world, into marketing, advertising, which I really don't want to do.
Okay, so big shit.
Or maybe I would pursue teaching at a university, teaching, either the pop culture thing or communications or something like that.
Listen, my plan is to right now hope Howard resigns. If he resigns and says it's just 5 years and that's all he has left, then it'll be great to know that the end.
Did you hear me say I didn't hang up on you, dumbass?
It'll be nice if he told us, if he says, no, if I sign a 5-year contract and this is it, and then I'll know, and then like everybody else in the world, I'll start planning looking for a new job. And I appreciate the fact that Howard's concerned about us, but plenty of people lose their jobs every day, and you figure it out. Listen, it was my dream growing up to work for this show. I now work on this show. I live the dream every day. I'd like the dream to go on for as long as it can. When the dream's over, I'll wake up into the nightmare that is my life.
Now say this is his last contract, so he resigns. goes another 5 years, but then he retires, then what? Have you thought about that?
Lots of sucking penis for money.
So you're going to turn to cock?
Yeah. You know, trends come and go, but cocksucking's always a good money maker.
I'm going to take a picture of you, Craig. That camera. Something to remember you by.
Is there a guy named Craig in
Yeah,
there?
I was going to say, where's Craig? Who's this
That guy.
Who's this Craig you're talking about?
Craig, Greg, what's the difference? I won't remember him in a few weeks anyway when we're out of here. Get a picture of you.
He's already forgot about you,
Here.
Craig.
Here's your future, Craig, right there. Just a
geez.
memory on my phone.
You can't even see my face. It means I'm like a ghost.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're all going to be in 3 weeks. You know, Craig, they say a man without a plan is lost. And that's all I got.
Do you have a contingency plan should it end?
Yeah, we'll come stay at your house.
In bed with me?
Yep, in bed with you.
Really though, are you afraid?
No.
What's your prediction?
I have no prediction. I have a hope.
What's your gut feeling?
We're going to keep working. I got to believe what he says, that he's going to keep working somewhere. He wants to keep working. Why would he be? It may not happen immediately. Hopefully it does. But he said, he's going to keep working. He's been honest for 25 years that I've been with him. Why should I not believe him now?
What would you do 5 years down the road? Say he does resign. You go another 5 years. You're a guy who's worked almost his entire career with Howard.
Yeah, I mean, I would look for work like anybody else. What it would be, I don't know. I mean, I try to work in TV. I try to produce some shows. I think I'll be older, but I think that I will have a lot of experience to bring. But I mean, I love Howard, and I've done great here. But the notion that Howard stops working and I'm unemployable is I don't believe that. And if I did believe that you got to believe in yourself. But I want to be here. I like this job. I always said this has been an amazing run. We've been together longer, and if he signs this deal, that'll be 32 years we'll have been together at the end of this deal.
Wow.
Who fucking does that? In anything, the Rolling Stones, and they fucking hate each other. They see each other a couple of times a year to write songs and perform. We see each other every fucking day.
And it's still going strong.
And we still enjoy doing it.
Hey Stern fans, welcome to Fine Time, the show where you, the fans, get the opportunity to ask questions and interact with your favorite Stern Show staffers, whackpackers, and celebrity superfans. I'm your host, Rachel Fine. Now, today's guest has seen and done things that are really unbelievable. He's flown past the rings of Saturn, he's been aboard the mothership, and of course he has had sex with alien women. He's got an amazing vocabulary and a unique voice and is known across the galaxy as a friend of the Biavians. Some people think he's the real deal. Some people think he's batshit crazy. We think he is the perfect fit for the Stern Show world. Please buy a cymbal and join me in saying Au Kwa Tenjin Wan to Riley Martin. Hello, friend Martin.
Hello, Rachel.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you.
Thank
good
you.
to be here with you today.
Yeah, thanks for being a part of Fine Time. This means a lot to us.
Well, it means a lot to me.
Well, fantastic. We got tons of questions for you. Are you ready to answer some?
Yeah.
The fans had lots to ask.
Okay.
First one comes from Howard H. He asks, it's clear you are underpaid and undervalued. How much are you making now per show, and how much do you think you should be paid per show?
Well, Howard, apparently my show is successful or I would not be here. I've been here now starting into the 7th year, yet they haven't granted me an extra hour or two per week or something of that nature. And the bull crap that they're doing over and over and over and over, I should think that another hour or two of Riley Martin would be welcomed by my constituents, my listeners, because I do have a great following. But no, I'm not getting paid nearly what I should be paid.
Is there a dollar figure that would make you happy?
Well, my goodness, if they paid me a cost of living, since I started here, the cost of living on everything, it went up like 40%. I didn't ask them to grant me any more money than they would anyone else. However, give me an extra hour or 2 extra hours per week, and I'd be satisfied, even at what the pittance they're paying me now. You see what I mean?
I see. So you're willing to work more, you just, for the same
Yes,
money.
of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next question comes from Mark Z. Mark asks, what do you think happened at Roswell?
Roswell, there was... Okay. Do we have a moment on this?
We do. Take it, please.
Ships jump out of what I call quantum windows, that is corridors through space and time. Generally, when they jump out, they are above the stratosphere of a planet and is not affected by the weather factors. This particular ship jumped out of this quantum window into a raging lightning storm. And when it rematerializes, just for a moment, the fusion reactor is offline, allowing the lightning to hit it and bring it down near Roswell. Well, they retrieved the ship, what was left of it, and at least 3 bodies at that time, one of which lived for a period of time after then. Now, these things, if you're watching the Science Channel now and things like this, you'll find that many of these things are coming to light now, even though I wrote this book some 25 years ago.
Next question comes from Mark C. Mark asks, has there ever been a moment of lucidity with you where you thought maybe you made all this crazy shit up, or do you absolutely believe everything that happened to you?
Well, okay. I've been doing this show for 6 years, going on 7. Now, if you have read my book, which was written better than 25 years ago, you would find that many of the things, forward concepts, incidents, and things of this nature that I've said in the book is only now being revealed by military officials, ex-astronauts, etc., etc. And so it is highly unlikely that I could have known these things and what have you. And it is also highly unlikely that I can legibly speak to physicists, archaeologists, scientists, paleontologists, historians with only an 8th grade education and not be shut down, so to speak.
Gotcha. So you're standing by. This is what happened.
Well, of course.
I gotcha. Next question comes from Sean S. Sean asks, if you need money so bad, why not ask your buddy Tan to throw you a few alien credits?
Well, my goodness, if Tan had made me a rich man many, many years ago, fool that I am, I would not be alive now, and what have you. They have given me the treasure. The treasure is the knowledge of some of this universal equation. And therein lay my fortune, so to speak. It is up to me how I would use it. Would I use it to paint myself a demagogue, or would I use it to give freely where anyone who works at McDonald's can actually have access to it instead of trying to rob them and things of this nature? I have chosen to do the right thing, and if I don't miss any meals, my dear, I shall remain happy. I have a beautiful wife, you know, and she's sweeter now than she was when I met her. As the day go by, you know what I'm talking about?
Probably the symbol.
So yeah, right. So I am fortunate, and I have a fortune. The fortune is my knowledge, what I would not trade for all the gold and silver in the world.
All right. Sounds like Tim's off the hook. Next question comes from Todd M. Todd asks, what conventional jobs have you held, if any?
Oh, jeez. Construction, road building, bare-knuckle fighting, whiskey making, and for the scientific purposes, I did grow a little herbal essence from time to time, and of course I've worked in various other fields of endeavor, and what have you. I've cleaned buildings, I've janitorial, I've loaded fruit in the fruit, I've gathered fruit, things like this. I've worked all my life, kid, and I've never yet been on the public dole, though I don't know if one day I won't have to, but I never have.
Next question comes from Eric J. Eric asks, now that 12/21/2012 is within a year from now, can you elaborate more on what you think will happen on this date?
Well, I have said on a number of occasions on my show that any conclusion that I completely draw, I will not reveal until around the early May of this year. However, let me lay this on you. think of this, January 1/1/2012.
Yeah.
Now, take and add those numbers up. All of those, it adds up to 34, 3 and 4 are 7.
Okay.
Now, Westerners consider 7 a lucky number, and thus it is. However, have we lived long enough to inadvertently witness the opening of the 7th seal of Armageddon? This remains to be seen. But I tell you now that it is not looking as if man has even beginning to change his evil ways and things of this nature. So this may be the year. Could very well happen, you know.
Next question comes from Dave C. Dave asks, are there currently any aliens living among us? And if so, are any of them famous or well-known public figures?
Well, it's like this. About 32,000 years ago in northern Africa, aliens came down from that fable, which you call Atlantis, looked upon the daughters of men and found them fair, took of them wives. Their sons became old great men of renown. Before that time, mankind was little more than hunter-gatherers, subhuman, so to speak. After that time, they started building great edifices, pyramids, animal husbandry, astronomy, irrigation, things of this nature. And so I tell you that there is no race, creed, or color of man now on the earth that doesn't have some alien genome in their body. You understand? Mm-hmm. The last of the sub-sapien, the sub-homo erectus, disappeared with the Neanderthal. We are the end product. And yes, the alien is here in our genes.
Jason W. asks, after you were abducted, did the aliens bring you back because you annoyed the hell out of them?
No doubt I did. Annoy them grievously, but they found that somewhat fascinating, that I was crude, that I would crack jokes on them and things of this nature, but they took it in stride because, in essence, the aliens believe it's not what you say, it's what you mean.
Ulana taka pakaratu, kwa omsa lajiwan, dega Yahweh, po umhana, lila ponuma, lila ponuma, lila ponuma, Kwase, you know.
Yetta F. asks, I want to better understand why you use anti-Semitic comments like calling Howard the Golden Jew when you're angry over financial or contractual issues. Particularly as a person of color, I would think you'd have some sensitivity about using slurs of that nature. Yeah. Have you ever experienced racism personally? And if so, why do you participate in reinforcing such offensive stereotypes?
Well, okay. Is he not a golden Jew? He got lots of money. And is he not cheap? From the way he treats me and me alone. You don't have to be a Jew. You don't have to be a Chinaman. You can be anything you want to. And if you maltreat me, I will not kowtow and suck your toes and things of this nature.
I don't think you should suck his toes.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be kind of interesting to see, but why is it that you focus on him being a Jew when you're making...
Well,
it seems
my
like a
goodness,
slur.
if he was a Chinaman.
So you would say he's a golden Chinaman?
He's a golden chink.
Wow.
If he is maltreating me in such a manner.
Why not
you
just
understand?
Why not just a golden man?
Well, okay, a golden man, pay me, you cheap bastard.
But why not stay with that golden man, cheap bastard? Why go the Jew route? Why go?
Well, in this case, the way I am being hurt requires a refined type of insult, instead of simply saying, "Oh man, why don't you pay me more?" You understand? And if I had my hands on $200 or $300 million and had someone that did a successful show for me, as long as I have, I would have given them something.
I hear you.
That they deserve. You understand?
Yeah.
It is many of my benefactors are beautiful Jewish people. Why? Because they are beautiful. And they have kept me alive when these people, I couldn't live off of what they're paying me. I couldn't pay rent. I couldn't put gas in my car. I couldn't eat food and all of this. You understand? So until, as much as I love him, he does something right, he is everything derogatory that he makes himself to be in my eyesight, because it is not I who owe him.
I got nothing.
Okay.
Next one is from Westplay S. He asks, many people scoff at aliens, but now you've enlightened us with the truth. What about other unexplained phenomena that people laugh off? Sasquatch, the Loch Ness Monster, chupacabras. Can you shed any light on these global mysteries?
Right. Well, Sasquatch lives. I know this because me and my father hunted the creature. And people in the country and the old Indians, they already knew about it all the time. Yes, there is phenomena. There are ghosts, because I have been shown and come to the conclusion without any doubt that the force of life itself is eternal. No religion, regardless of its name, says that you cannot be. It says we can be rewarded, you can be punished, or what have you, but not your God or nobody else's God has said, I can make you not be. You will continue one way or the other, and you will return here many times. And nobody gets away with anything. You understand?
I understand.
Good goes to good, bad goes to bad.
Sasquatch was a yes. Loch Ness Monster?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Chupacabras?
Definitely.
Good deal. I want to thank Riley for taking the time to answer all of the questions that you, the fans, submitted. This was very, very enlightening and interesting.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Remember, please keep sending your questions in. You can tweet them, you can Facebook them, you can send them via email or video submission. And remember, this is your show, so don't screw it up. Until next time, I'm Rachel Fine, and I hope you had a fine time.
I had a fine time, Rachel.
I had a fine time as well, Riley. This was this was something else. I don't even...
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it?
It's very strange. It's truly, truly strange.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John Hyde and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, we had Ronnie, the limo driver, in, good old Ronnie Munn. Talked about his big disaster over the weekend trying to get into Beecher's Madhouse. And Dan, the song parody man, called in. I think he only served to piss Ronnie off more. Here's how it went.
Ron, glad you're here. I was saying before, you kind of got the best of both worlds today, or the best and worst. You were complimented for your professionalism in America's Got Talent and the job you did, but then this whole Beecher thing came up, and next thing you know, you're getting yelled at once again.
Yeah, well, it's part of the game, I guess. Well, can we figure out? So what happens? You were with that Tiffany Granite chick, but no.
First of all, you guys are quick to throw me under the bus right away when you don't know the whole story.
That's what I'm asking you.
You go by an email that Dan the song parody.
No, we go by an email that Jeff Beecher sent to Dan.
Yeah, well, whatever, dude.
No, but to me,
it's the same difference.
It's not a secondhand story. It was the email, just so you know, was directly written by Beecher.
Okay.
And Beecher sent it to Dan, and Dan forwarded it to us, and actually defended you in it. But
how did he defend me?
He said, I'm pretty sure Ronnie didn't. I'm pretty sure these girls made the reservation, and Ronnie had no knowledge of it.
Yeah, and the girl made. I was told by her, and I know her for 5 years, and I don't think she would lie to me. She made a reservation under her. She told me exactly how she made the reservation. She made the reservation under her own name, with some guy named Eric Espinoza or Espinoda that works there, and that they gave her a table for 8 people if she wanted to come. And I said, and she called me up and she goes, "Would you like to go?" I said, "Yeah, fine." And I met them at the hotel. We had a drink at the bar, and then we go downstairs, and they tell us that the show doesn't start for another 15 minutes. So we went upstairs to the lounge, and we sat there for 15 minutes, and we came back down. When we came back down, we go to the front, and I don't know Beecher. I've never met him in my life. I've heard of him. I don't know who he is. So we walk up to this guy that's up front, figuring he's like a host or whatever. He's dressed in a nice suit or tuxedo type thing. And she goes up to him. I didn't say boo. And she goes up to him and says to him, "I'm Tiffany Granith. I'm here. Eric set this all up for us and blah, blah, blah." He goes, "Don't know nothing about it. Got no idea what you're talking about." So she goes to him, "Well, could you get Eric?" So, and he goes, no, not happening. Just like that. So, if you treat it like shit, you're going to treat somebody back like shit. And that's exactly what we did. And we went, okay, fine. We're fucking leaving. So we left and we went upstairs to the restaurant. And I put something out on Twitter. And so did she.
But wait a second. Where's the point? I mean, was she really saying, we'll bury you on the radio? That's what he said, she said.
She might have said that.
Yeah, I mean.
She said, we'll bury you on the radio. From her radio show. I didn't say I was going to come here on the Stern Show and bury him.
No, I get it.
I don't even know the guy. I didn't know it was him.
So where's this all coming from, Ronnie?
What do you mean, where is it all coming from?
All the backlash that we're talking about. Do you think he busted your balls on purpose, knowing this was going to happen and be part of the show?
Here's what happened. So we go upstairs to the restaurant, we get a table, we sit down, we're having a drink, we're ordering dinner, and a girl comes up, supposedly from Beach's Madhouse. I don't know if she was a publicist or whatever she was, and came over to the table and said, I apologize for the inconvenience. I'm sorry. There was a mix-up. There was a mistake. And she said, would you like to come back downstairs now and go to the show? And we said, no. No, thank you. Well, we didn't say it in those many. We said it in the way he said it to us. No, we don't want to go to that show. We don't want to be bothered with you.
So, Ronnie,
and that was it.
Are you mad at Beecher or are you mad at Dan?
I'm not mad at anybody, but don't make it like I put a reservation in Howard's name.
Did you bury them on Twitter? Was that a full Twitter attack or just?
No, I just put down it. We went down to the show and we were treated like garbage, like shit. That's exactly what I put, and that was it. I put one tweet out the whole night. Joe, and right after that tweet, 10 minutes later, this girl comes up, and it's trying to get us to come back down to the show.
How did you decide?
But he didn't put that part in the email. How he sent somebody back upstairs, did he?
Well, maybe he didn't, but maybe he didn't send somebody back upstairs. But he didn't.
Well, somebody from his show came up there.
Do you have a tweet ready if you would have fully buried him?
What do you mean a tweet ready?
How would you have fully buried him?
Joe in Carolina, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, it kind of cracks me up that at this point, Ronnie still doesn't realize it's his responsibility that Howard's name not be abused. How many times has this been out there where Ronnie's been accused of abusing his status?
I didn't abuse his name. I didn't even use his name.
Well,
okay?
Joe, how many times has it happened?
Well, it's happened plenty of times, hasn't it, with the strip joints appearances and everything else?
These strip joint appearances I get hired for, dude. What's your problem with that? Look, I get hired for it.
Listen for a second.
Now, I am listening, stupid, because you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I do, because you
You just want to get your voice
Ronnie.
on the radio. Go ahead.
Listen,
Be my guest. Go ahead.
You continually
Go ahead, idiot.
do this. And no, you're the idiot.
You're the idiot.
You've got 9 people in there telling you you're wrong. It's your responsibility that Howard's name doesn't be abused, and you still don't get it.
I didn't use Howard's name. I didn't even make the reservation, moron.
Listen, if
okay?
you listen half the time, maybe you'd learn something. You're too fucking thick.
Okay.
Listen.
And you're smart.
Listen.
Yeah, I can hear how
Listen.
smart you are.
Yeah, well,
listen. I'm listening.
Okay, listen, midget. The bottom line is this. When everybody tells you you're in the wrong, you never listen. You just argue.
Well, I'm
and
sorry.
argue
This time I was
and
not in
argue.
the wrong. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you are, because it's your responsibility if you're going to go somewhere that Howard's name's not abused. The bottom line, it's your responsibility. You don't get that? Do you not get that?
Did I call and make the reservation? Did I say anything about Howard's name?
If you go there, it's your responsibility. Bottom line.
I'll go away.
Gary, do you think that Joe's right, that even though Ronnie didn't do anything wrong, he bears some responsibility here?
Well, if Ronnie went there with Tiffany, and Tiffany made a reservation, Tiffany said, I made a reservation for me for 8 people, and Ronnie has no idea, then it's not his responsibility. However, I probably, like I said, nothing's so important to me. When you had trouble getting in, I would have gone, you know what, we'll see you later then. Don't worry.
Well, basically.
But I
that's
wouldn't
what we
be.
did.
I wouldn't be. I'll bury you on the radio or
why,
Twitter.
Why? If I'm treated like an animal, why not be? I mean, the guy could have took to me, like I said on the air. He could have took us on the side and listen. This is not happening. I'm sorry. He didn't have to make a whole scene like he did.
Well, he called me Saturday night to ask me if Howard was coming, and I said I don't know, but it doesn't sound. Howard's not a nightclub kind of guy,
right?
And but I think he was so sure that somebody was trying to pull a scam that he was angry,
right?
And so he shows up angry. You show up angry, not to show up, but once you get there, it's angry. Then it's just two heads collide.
Yeah, exactly. Well, like I said, I didn't even know who the guy was. I've never met him.
Dan, the song parody man.
He could have said to me, "Hey, I'm Beecher. We thought Howard was coming. I'm sorry, but we don't have a table for you."
Dan, you're on the wrap-up show. How you doing?
Yeah, good, Ronnie. I'm so sorry this whole thing went down. If I knew that you guys were going to the show, I would have called them and, made sure you got the full rock star treatment without, anybody having to allegedly use Howard's name to do it.
I don't know who. I didn't know if she used his name or not. I didn't make the reservation.
Yeah, that's why I said that in my email that I don't think that Ronnie had any knowledge of that. But here's my question for you, because Jeff kind of sent us his version of a play-by-play of what happened, and he said that he called the girls out. That he said, we got in touch with Howard and found out he had no intention of coming. You shouldn't have used his name. And at that point, they got belligerent and started. That's when they said, we're going to bury you on the radio. And that's when you told him, and this is his quote, "Go get Jeff Beecher, you loser."
You told Jeff Beecher. I said, "Go get Jeff Beecher. You look like a penguin."
Okay, yeah, I saw that part too. Now these girls. You said that.
Well, first of all, I don't know who Jeff Beecher is. Why didn't Jeff Beecher just say who he was, and maybe we could have talked to like human people instead of him yelling at us like we're some kinds of pieces of shit.
Nobody wears name tags anymore?
Is that how he runs his show? Is that how he runs his people? Well, that's fine. Then I'll talk back to him the same exact way, Dan. Okay.
Here's my question. Ronnie,
I don't need his fucking show. He can stick his show in his ass.
Can I ask you a question though, if it's okay?
Go ahead.
Once he made it clear that he was under the impression that these girls booked the reservation.
Well, how do you know this to begin with? You weren't even there.
Okay, I'm asking. Okay, this is how I was told, so you can tell me whether it went down this way or not. At any point, did the guy that you were talking to, regardless of whether you knew he was Beecher or not, say you made the reservation stating that you were bringing Howard and you shouldn't have done that?
He said Howard's people, not Howard.
Okay, so because according to him, because he knew that you were one of Howard's people, but he knew
obviously he didn't say anything to me that I knew who I was or didn't know who I was.
All right,
he made like I was some fucking ordinary asshole off the street, which I am. I'm not saying I'm Howard or I never said anything of the sort. But fucking talk to me like a person and say, hey, listen, I thought Howard was coming. It's not Howard. This is not happening. I'm sorry.
I think he basically...
Don't say, this is it. It's not happening. Get the fuck out of here. Go on your way.
He had just been scammed by these broads. He had just flown back from Vegas to be a victim of this.
No, he lives in Vegas.
Scam. No, he does not. The show is at the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel. The show left Vegas 2 years ago.
My apologies.
Yeah, so again, the point is he did fly back from Vegas to do this. You got to understand he'd be agitated. He did say to the girls, according to him, you shouldn't have used Howard's name for this. Howard had no intention of coming. At that point, you should have known that these girls may have done something. At that point, you should have turned your anger on these girls for abusing Howard's name rather than turning your anger on him and tweeting out that the show sucks. Now, if you weren't let into the show, how can you send out a tweet saying Beecher's Madhouse show sucks?
No, I said the place is shit. That's what I said.
I looked at your tweet.
I said the place is shit.
Show sucks. Do you want me to?
No, I said the show is shit. That's what I said.
Okay, so
when you treat it like shit, you're going to put up something like that show is shit. Okay, the place is shit.
But
you're going to get treated like shit. The place is shit. Okay.
That's an ignorant. You could have done a million different ways.
Dan, if you were at the door, you would maybe read it in a different way. You weren't there. Okay.
All right.
You're his lawyer right now.
No, not at all. Not at all.
No, you are. You are.
Ronnie, I wish that I just known that you'd wanted to go, so I could have got you.
I don't need to call you to fucking go. Believe me.
I know. If you wanted to go, you obviously needed to call somebody. Because you didn't get it.
Dude, I wasn't the one who even brought up the idea of going to that place. It was all the girls' idea, not mine. I had nothing to do with it. I was a guest in L.A. They asked me if I wanted to go to a show. I said, fine, I'll meet you at the hotel. That's all I knew. Never been to Beach's Madhouse, and believe me, I will never be there again.
Hey, Dan, would the girls have gotten a table without Howard?
Yeah, sure. I mean, maybe not as nobody. I mean, if they just called and identified myself, we're from Playboy Radio on SiriusXM.com.
I'll use Playboy Radio from now on.
Yeah,
not on .com. They're on regular Sirius Radio.
All right, thanks, Dan. Gary, I think Ronnie sounds like a victim of circumstance here.
Yeah, it sounds like it was a bad communication all around. The question really becomes. It really comes down to, did the girls drop Howard's name saying Howard was coming, or did they drop Howard's name to try to get a better table? And either way, I don't think Ronnie was in on that. So it's really, he's taking a bunch of shit. Like I said, Ronnie, I probably wouldn't have fought with him. I would have just left.
Now, Ronnie, the other thing that Howard brought up with you is on the plane ride there, you had all this locks, and Howard wasn't the first one served, and he said he was a little annoyed that it seemed like,
What do you mean I had all this locks? The girl put out everything out. On the way there, the girl made it like a buffet. You could take whatever you want. On the way back, she served the stewardess served in a different way. She came to everybody and asked. We were at the front of the plane. Howard was at the back of the plane. Now, it's not my decision who she serves. What do you mean? What does that got to do with me now?
Because it sounded like today when Howard was describing it that everyone else was taken care of before he was.
First of all, I was asleep. I didn't get served until after pretty much everybody else was served already. So I don't know what you're talking about, John.
He's only talking about what Howard said today.
I'm talking about what Howard said this morning.
Don was sitting up front. Joe was sitting up front. I was sitting up front. Tony was sitting up front. Okay? I was asleep. I woke up. Everybody else had their food. Joe, Tony, and Don. I don't know if Howard had his food yet. I didn't know if he ate yet.
Okay.
When I woke up, she asked me, would you like something? I said, could I have some bagels and lox, please? And a pineapple juice.
Once again, Gary, Ronnie seems like the victim of circumstance here.
It can happen. It can happen twice.
What? Yeah, like I'm gonna override Howard for food? Like I care? I need to have food first? I don't need to have food first.
What about on the way over there? Was Howard trying to be all quiet and everyone was kind of, was there a party going on in the limo there as on the way to America's Got Talent?
No. We had two separate cars.
When Howard wants to be left alone, do people respect that, or does everyone kind of want a piece of
On the first day of going over there, it was me in the back, Joe in the front, the driver, and Tony and Don Buchwald were in another car.
So it was just you in the back with Howard?
And I said nothing to
Beth?
him. I said nothing to him.
Where was Beth?
Beth didn't go the first day. And the second day, she didn't go with us. She came later on in a different car.
Could you tell that Howard was having a really good time doing the show while you were out there?
He was really up for it. You could see he was all pumped up. He was in a great mood. He was talking to everybody. Usually when Howard's not comfortable, you could see he doesn't want to be bothered. You know, he was having a great time. I think he was really enjoying it.
And how did you deal with the crowd, the Thunderdome crowd? I guess a lot of people were calling you out.
I just didn't listen to it. I ignored it.
Just focused on...
Just ignored it. And like I got girls putting out on Twitter yesterday... I was the girl 2 rows back behind Howard. I'm yelling at you. I want to get a hug from you. And I ignored him. You know, I'm not there to do that. I'm not there to get a hug. I'm not here to get phone numbers.
Hugs are for after the show.
You're all business.
I was all business.
As you should be.
Can I just add something real quick? Touring with Ronnie on the Block Party show, I will say without a shadow of a doubt, he is extremely low maintenance. He's not asking or looking for anything. He's quite the opposite, actually. If we go somewhere, you know, he's usually the first one to shell out money, and you know, he's not that kind of guy. While I would love to sit here and bust his balls relentlessly about it,
good. Well,
I don't want him getting that rap.
I'm glad we're getting that out there. Gary in Pennsylvania, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, good morning. Actually, before I make my point, I just wanted to say how much I enjoyed Memory Lane last week and all throughout the weekend. It was fantastic. You guys did a great job, and so did all the fans that picked the clips.
Thanks. We have fun doing those, Gary.
And also, too, I'd like to ask you guys, you know, Ronnie made a great point, you know, when he was getting his balls busted. Robin was chiming in, and he said, what about the new Robin? I thought you weren't going to emasculate. And as soon as he brought it up, I felt that she was over-cackling evilly, and that was emasculating, and I wonder if you guys agreed with that. And, Ronnie, do you agree with that?
Well, let's ask Ronnie first. Ronnie, do you feel like Robin was emasculating you during that?
So Robin has a certain way, when she gets on somebody, you could tell by her face whether she means it or not. She gets this very, like, I can't describe her face, but you could tell she's like angry. You could see in her face she's angry when she's telling you, she's not getting her point across and you're not agreeing with her. You could see how angry her face gets.
Do you think with you it's personal with Robin?
No, I don't think so. No.
But you think she was mad at you this morning?
Not mad, but she was. I think she was a little bit frustrated that I wasn't agreeing with her. That I should, you know, say I was wrong. But at this point, you know, everybody says I never agree that I'm wrong. But at this point, I'll go to the floor with this one. I had nothing to do with making the arrangements for this thing, with this Beecher thing.
How can you tell the difference between when Robin's angry and when she's frustrated? Like, how do you read her like that?
I don't know. If you go back and look at some of the footage on TV, you could see it in her face how she gets very. I I don't know. It's hard to to describe. It really is.
The caller brought up something interesting, the over cackle, which I know Gary in the past would.
No, but see, when she gets to that point
Right.
where there's no more cackle.
Well,
it's very a very like talking down type voice to you, and she gets it in her face also.
She's an angry, condescending, cackleless bitch.
Well, I'm just saying.
I didn't say that.
That was a joke, Robin.
There's times it seems like where she laughs.
No,
really hard.
I thought that like Robin fell off the wagon a little bit today. You know, nobody quit smoking the first time they try. She wants to not emasculate, but it was too hard to resist.
Well, and I know you also took issue with her being okay with Chris Christie lowering the flag for Whitney Houston. You disagree with that?
I
right?
do disagree with it. I really think that should be reserved for people who are in the military or people who have made a major contribution. I know she's a famous New Jersey resident, but to me it diminishes when you lower the flag for a guy who won the Medal of Honor. I just don't think that. And by the way, I feel the same way about Clarence Clemens. I love Clarence Clemens, but I'm not sure that the flag should have been lowered for him.
Elliot in Ohio.
So not for black people.
Welcome to the wrap-up show.
Good point, Benji.
Hey, Elliot.
Oh, hey, what's up? Hey, I was wondering, Ronnie was tweeting about the Beacher's Madhouse thing, and he put an X. It was like his only reply. I was wondering if he was trying to be like Howard on America's Got Talent with the Howard's Beach House incident.
I put an X?
You just tweeted an X out.
I did? I don't even remember.
Yeah,
That sounds more like an accident.
Yeah.
So you saying Ronnie's trying to be like Howard when he's on Twitter?
Well, I don't know. You know how his attitude is like that, as far as like how he thinks he's Howard sometimes.
Yeah, right. I always think I'm Howard, of course.
Keep in mind, this is the same guy that tweeted out turmoil, TERM.
Yeah, what was with that,
OIL.
Ronnie? I know you misspelled it the first time, or did you do that on purpose? Was that kind of...
Did I do it on purpose? No, I didn't do it on purpose. I just put it out there, okay? Sorry.
Well, you have to apologize.
I'm not an English professor. I'm sorry. I write the way I feel like writing, and these people on Twitter just love to rip you apart. So, you know what? It's great. I love it. And I was talking about Shuley anyway. Him and Scott, they're always in turmoil about fucking block party shit.
What were you doing in that coffin, Ron?
Laying in it.
Practicing.
Did that creep you out?
Yeah, really. No.
I did. That seems so creepy to me.
I don't know. It was just... they had magazines in there.
I hope it happened there when I die.
And Howard was really impressed how you just saw something and bang, that was it for your tattoo. He couldn't do that.
Yeah, but you know, I love skulls. Okay, so I have a skull tattoo on my arm already. So when I saw this particular skull that this guy he had drawn, drew it himself or whatever you want to say. Okay, and he had it in a frame. It was hanging in the place. It wasn't like it was in a book that you pick tattoos out of. It was hanging there as a display thing that it was really cool looking.
I told John, I just came back from a beach vacation, a week in the Dominican, and I'm pretty sure Mary and I are the last people left in free America who don't have ink. I mean, everybody's got fucking tattoos, whether you're 18. I saw like a 60-year-old guy, but he had fresh ink. You know what I mean? He had his Vietnam ink,
I got fresh ink.
his 80s ink, and his fresh ink.
I saw a 60-year-old guy with fresh ink and 2 bracelets on his wrist like a homo. Standing right next to me.
When did you get your first tattoo? How long ago was that?
Howard bought me my first one. That was 15 years ago, at least.
And now he bought you this one as well.
It could be my last.
Will it be your last?
Good possibility.
No. Any reason why?
No, I'm just, See, that's what happens when you go into a tattoo place with somebody and you're hanging out. You get the urge, you want to do it, And I saw this particular piece, and the guy said he had never done it before. It was just a piece that he drew. And I said, well, could you tattoo it? And he said, well, yeah, let's do it. And I said, fine, let's do it.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, Mr. Skin came by after presenting his annual Anatomy Awards, and we got into how he felt about Emmy Rossum and her feelings on winning an award. And then, of course, we talked about the finest nudity on film and what it's like being a skin turn, a skin scout, and everything. It was pure skin sanity. Here's how it went.
The great Mr. Skin, who always delivers, had the Anatomy Awards, talked about his skin scouts, his latest skin innovations.
But
we love Skin.
was a little shaken by the Emmy Rossum clip.
Yeah, we'll talk to Skin. Well, Skin, real quick, get over here. I want to ask you about that. Do you often get feedback like that from people who have been nominated and or winners?
Not direct feedback like that.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like I said on the air, it was interesting to hear. I don't think she really knew too much about the website when she was saying, I think you guys were just saying, oh, there's a website where you could see the naked pics. I don't think she understands the breadth of the website.
But wasn't there a bit of discussion after you guys spoke to her, like how could she not know?
Yes. We thought that she was aware and sort of playing it off a little bit.
Oh, okay.
But, especially after, I know, Knocked Up did wonders for you brand-wise, but she's got to be aware that something out there like that exists. Maybe not to the extent of what you do and the depth that you go to, but I think any award is a win.
And the funny thing is, we can't say nicer things about Emmy Rossum. I mean, we didn't know too much about her until Shameless, and she was really one of the breakout great stars of 2011, and we're big fans at MrSkin.com.
I love that show, Shameless. I watch that show and I love it, and I think she's really hot, but I also think she's a really good actress, and I think she's really good in it. I thought it was a bit hypocritical when she said, he's monetizing this. I was like, well, you're monetizing your nudity.
Yeah. And she asked me that 12 times if he's monetizing it, by the way, and during the interview. But she was great. I mean, she was a lot of fun. She's beautiful.
She's great on that show.
Really talented actress.
She is a great actress. That's the thing. You get blindsided by how beautiful she is and how naked she is. But then you remember she's also a very good actress.
Well, the thing is, I find, like, she's not the hottest chick I've ever seen, but there's something very sexy about her. And she really carries the whole show.
Have you ever had someone accept one of your Anatomy Awards?
No, not yet, and I probably should. And I will say that I get actresses, not actresses you guys probably have heard of, that are very excited to win an Anatomy Award. Like, they'll email me and, say, man, I can't believe it, thanks so much. But it's normally more the B-movie actresses.
I was wondering, like, how does he make the move, Mr. Skin? How do you make the move? Remember how, like, the Razzies got, I think it was Sandra Bullock to come and accept an award.
Yeah.
Like, how do you make the move? Like, if an actress, like if Emmy Rossum came and accepted a Skin Award, wouldn't that make
Where
her
would she come to, Gary?
Well, you just make up a mind. Listen, the first year they did the Razzie Awards was in like a ballroom at the Hollywood Roosevelt. It's for press.
Sounds like there's an award show in Chicago that's got to happen. That's what it sounds like to me.
You know what? A lot of people have told me this has potential. I've always kind of shied away from it because I didn't want to, stick it in someone's face. But, maybe there's something there.
Oh, you should totally do an award show. You do it for a year or two, nobody shows up. Then somebody decides, somebody like Katherine Heigl, who could use some goodwill, decides, that's really cool. I'll be the cool chick.
Well, you have to do a nude scene to get an Anatomy Award.
She hasn't done one yet?
She did a movie called Side Effects in 2005 at the 24-minute mark where you could see just a hint of breast. It's so quick. But, she didn't get naked and knocked up, which is almost impossible.
Right, because she was getting knocked up.
Yeah, right. But
you're celebrating their talents. You're not,
100%. That's what I said on the air today. Is like all we do is praise it. We're like, guys, she's beautiful. She's awesome. Check out the show. Check out the nude scenes. It's fantastic.
It's funny because we use this site a lot for the show, and I remember when we had Eliza Dushku on, we talked about
the Alphabet Killer.
She did this nude scene that. I think she's a lot of fun. She's a great guest on the show. But she goes to her locker to change. She takes her shirt. It was a gratuitous scene.
Yeah.
And I think we said it was gratuitous, and she turned around. She's like, "That was totally needed for the script. Have you ever seen it? Is it needed?"
Well, let me just put it to you this way: the word or the movie name Alphabet Killer would never enter any of our minds unless she did that nude scene in the movie.
So it was needed.
Yeah.
But I do have a question for you. And Steve Brandano pointed this out. It seems like you're trending more and more towards TV versus movies.
It's
a
not
lot
me.
of TV awards.
It's not me. It's just the way things are. I mean, if you look back in the 80s, all the nudity came from movies. There wasn't TV shows. Then the 90s, you started to have like Dream On and a couple other shows. Now, with Game of Thrones and Californication. Spartacus.
Yeah.
Spartacus exists just for nudity. It's fantastic. It's on the Starz Network, and that's a big pull for the Starz Network. And it's a great thing because there's still nudity in movies, not as much maybe in the 90s or the 80s, but when you couple it with all the television nudity combined, it's better than nudity has never been better than it is now.
And by the way, a pioneering show he mentioned, Dream On.
Yes.
Dream On.
There was one scene per show that was like a slam dunk. Hot chick riding him with her tits out.
Catherine Bell, before she was famous, had a topless scene on Dream On. Would blow you away. We have that at our website. We went and taped all those episodes and have that. The Dream On was one of the best sources for skin. Even like Courtney Cox before she was on Friends, she wasn't nude, but she was in
lingerie.
that one.
It was a great episode where she invites both the guys back to her room she's going to fuck both of them. But it was almost like Seinfeld with nudity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, shout out to Brian Benben.
HBO always, they went for that, like First and 10. You could always count on the nudity being there. But the Game of Thrones scene you mentioned, Jason and I were kidding about this, like, that scene has absolutely nothing to do. Like, you know what I mean?
It's not in the book.
So
It's
blatantly
awesome.
gratuitous. As he's explaining, it's the best way to get through exposition in
I
the
was
show.
trying to say on the show today, and that the best lesbian scene with Esme Bianco and Sahara Knight from Game of Thrones is you have this show that is, incredible acting, great writing, but only on HBO would they interrupt that for a 4-minute high-definition lesbo scene where that is just one of those scenes that doesn't end. It's
Well,
fantastic.
during that scene, the male character is giving out important information, so they just needed a way to spice up, whatever his speech was. They're like, oh, well, we'll have him direct lesbians.
Yeah,
while he
by
gives
the way,
speech.
that's coming back in March. That season.
And in the second book, Daenerys, the character Daenerys, wears she has one breast out the entire time. Like her
Amelia
dress
Clark?
was, yeah. So that might
I
be
never
coming up.
understand I can never tell what her name is. Like I don't know what to call her. It's the hardest name to pronounce. I just
Daenerys.
How do you pronounce it?
Daenerys.
It's not spelled that way. If you just
Danny,
right.
you call her
I was
Danny,
gonna say
yeah.
I just call her Danny, but
the
that
one with the
Amelia
dragons,
Clark. She was
that's-
another breakthrough nudecomer this year, and you know what? She's a brunette in real life.
What?
She's a brunette in real life. Yeah, she's not blonde. That's all.
Well, we need some curtain shot then later.
Has the chick from Mad Men with the ridiculous sized boobs?
Christina
has she
Hendricks?
done
Don't
any-
look at me. Ask the guy
Has she
over
done
there.
any nudity?
Yeah, why are you asking John? No, she did. Remember that show Firefly?
Yes.
Yeah.
There was a scene where she took her bra off, and it got close, but it didn't happen. But she's definitely on my top 10 babes that need to do a nude scene.
I got to tell you, when I was doing the book tour, I did Rachel Ray, and she was on before me, and I saw her in the hallway. If you didn't know she was on Mad Men, you would think she was a porn star because she's really short, and her tits are enormous, like ridiculous size. They're just like, she's really a tiny little woman.
If you go to IMDb whenever they have a red carpet event, that you talk about the sex cell, they always put Christina Hendricks on the front page of IMDb with her huge cleavage.
Yeah, but they always put her on because she always has her tits out.
Where do you come up like best coin slot and these other terms? Like,
think
is
it's
that your writer in the back, or is it?
Our writers help, obviously, but what it really is going through all the nudity and trying to figure out an angle to get it into the list. But coin slots become like guys talk like, oh, just check out the coin slot. That's become like in the vernacular. So like guys talk about it. Maybe 10, 12 years ago when I was starting this, that not a lot of people said it. So we're working it in. We adjust with the times.
Hey, Will had this question earlier, so I got to know. So, everything is like, it's skintastic and skintacular and all that stuff. So, Jeremy Lin from the New York Knicks, they've been using all these words. Have you picked up any new phrases from the whole Jeremy Lin thing?
No, but I've gotten a kick out of how they're using that because it's kind of the same thing I do with my website. I've had a kick. They joke about like they're running out. It's down to like, there's down to no more puns left.
They have a Lin word generator. If you go to linwords.com, it'll just generate different words where you can stick Lin in. It's funny.
I was waiting for Skinsanity today. I figured that was going to come with the Jeremy Lin, but I love when you do those puns. Steve in Boston, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good.
Excellent. Great to talk to you, Mr. Skin. Very nice to finally get through to you. And I just had a question about a female actress. Okay, you got to forgive me because I don't recall her name. Amazing breasts. Okay, but she was in Godfather Part 2. Maybe Gary, you may be able to help me with this. In Godfather Part 2, she was the girl in the theater up on stage that they went to see.
What, in Cuba?
No, when they were young, when De Niro.
Yeah, in Little Italy, they went to that opera. The guy was singing.
Oh, right.
And there was a woman on stage too. But
I don't know. I don't know. If you had a name, I could help you out.
I've been looking online. I think her name is Laura Loins. I'm really not sure.
I thought he was going to talk.
Sounds like a stripper.
I got to tell you, I thought he was going to talk about one of the great all-time first set of breasts I saw as a kid. Was Michael Corleone's wife in Italy.
Simonetta Stefanelli, yeah.
Those are awesome.
Yeah,
she just takes that top off and just stands there for him to look at.
And they're crazy because it's 1974, so they're real.
Oh, yeah. They party hat look to them, too. They were pointy.
Don't you hate in period movies now when you see a girl with fake breasts? It totally throws me off. If someone took off their top on Boardwalk Empire and had fake boobs, they're
having problems with these movies or TV shows like Spartacus and Mildred Pierce that they did the miniseries where when you do a full frontal scene, you can't have the hardwood floors anymore. So these girls either have to grow out the bush or wear a merkin for the scene. Which makes it tough on us because I could tell body double, but Merkin sometimes that's tough to tell.
Major nudity news on the show today that I just want to find out more from you. So you said that Leslie Mann in the movie The Change Up, she had her boobs CGI'd in
post-production. It was something we were very down on at our website because what was so bad about it is the fact that if you were sitting in the theater and saw that, you'd go, oh my God, what a rack.
Right.
The problem is it wasn't hers. So at our website, we call that non-nude.
Yeah.
That's something we're going to see more of in the future. It's happened a few times, but not a lot. But in the future, how just like I say it's a body double, I'm going to have to say if it's CGI or real.
What tipped you off that it was CGI'd?
It was all over the boards and people in the industry.
It?
No, they made coy little remarks about I've never looked better.
Why would you have it? Well, I don't understand. Like, what's the point of getting an actress to get topless if you're just going to put fake boobs over her? Like, I don't even understand the point of that.
Maybe they couldn't find a better actress with better tits.
You want to go over Mr. Levine notes? He's bringing up the girlfriend, by the way. I saw her on the guest list.
Yeah.
Voice is doing well. You know, it premiered after the Super Bowl with like absurd ratings.
I never watched the show. Does he do what you do? Is he a judge?
He's a judge.
Commercial bids. Yeah, sort of.
Mentor though, too. Mentor, like did like X Factor.
Stern Wing.
What's up, Adam? Welcome back, sir.
It begins.
I know. I try to stand far back, but
we're rolling deep today.
Wow.
Yeah, we got like 500 people here. This is Jordan Felstein, manager extraordinaire.
How's it going?
Rolling deep today. Shantez, Gene Hong.
How you doing, man?
Good, man. You?
Good, thanks.
Carlene.
Hello.
Of course.
Last but certainly not least.
Yeah, exactly. I don't
So, Adam, with everything going on with your success on The Voice, are you going to offer Howard some advice with his America's Got Talent, which is starting up? He's already started some of the judging process. So.
We'll talk about it. It'll be interesting. I can't wait to see what he thinks about the whole thing. It's pretty crazy.
Cool.
I'm sure he was definitely. Because even though he's done everything kind of and can handle anything, I'm sure it's probably different than anything he's ever done before. So.
Right, and he was talking this morning about how this is the first time he's not really in control when he's on a show versus.
Yeah, we gotta let that go right away.
Yeah.
Because it's totally. You try to control things, but if you try to control too much, you lose your mind. So I can't wait to hear how and this is a little different, because it's not just singing; it's a bunch of different things, and the system is different too. So, but it'd be cool to talk about it.
All right, we'll see you in the studio, man.
Adam Levine is here, but I don't know if he's ready to go. He just got up here. I was just looking at pictures of his girlfriend in the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue.
Oh,
Look
really?
at her.
She's a swimsuit model?
Yeah. Very hot.
Or a Sports Illustrated model. They do more than swimsuits.
What's her name?
I don't know.
What? You don't know?
I don't know.
Is she here?
She's here.
So why don't they put her name?
She's here too?
Because Will's bringing in the note now. Adam wants to come in alone first.
Oh, okay.
And then he figures
He knows you'll never speak to him again.
Right. If she comes in, I won't speak to him.
He knows the show so well. He's like, I'll come in, and then I'm sure he'll bring her in a little while.
Adam Levine is the lead singer of Maroon 5, and he's also on the show The Voice, which is now...
Judge and mentor on The Voice.
He is now actually... The Voice is tied with American Idol at viewers at 16.1.
Yeah, it's doing really well.
Yeah, doing well. There he is.
And they've
Look at
already
him.
been renewed for another season. Hello.
There you are, man.
He's gorgeous.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
What do you mean he's gorgeous? He's not that hot.
It just came out of me. I couldn't help it.
You get that a lot,
I was
huh?
looking at his ass.
Don't look at his ass. Leave the guy alone.
I don't have an ass.
You got a cute ass.
Get out of here.
Do girls think you're cuter now because of the voice?
I definitely. Do I just talk? There's no mic?
It's right there. We got like a singer's mic on you.
Shit, wow.
Look, see, right next to your mouth
Right next
is
to
a
your
mic.
mouth. Right coming down from your... There it is.
Oh, fuck. I feel like I'm in sync or something.
So, how you doing? Yeah, right. In Sync, I used to carry one of those little headset mics.
Right.
I could never get down with that. That's
Yeah,
weird.
no, because when you're a singer, you want to hold the microphone, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know who just did that? Is David Lee Roth. I was shocked.
What'd he do?
I wasn't there, but I guess when Van Halen just played, he had one of those things. And
The
I'm like, that's
headphone?
kinda like,
The headset?
Nah, it's like very cool.
Did you go to see those guys when they played?
No, but I heard that it was kind of amazing. I heard
It was. I actually think this is the weird thing about the record business. I think the song Tattoo is a really good song. Have you heard the single?
I haven't the new single. A little bit. I saw the video for a minute.
I thought it was
cool.
really good. I'm a big Van Halen fan.
Would you pass them through? Would you turn around for Van Halen?
Come on.
I would.
Of course I would. Well, I love Ross too. He was like, he's just so amazing. You know, he still sounds great too.
He sounds really good, and the song "Tattoo" is great.
I keep singing it over and over again. It's a great song.
They always make me happy. I love them.
But I was reading that the new album or the new single, like no one's buying it, no one cares, no one is paying attention, and
that's the music industry.
It's just, man. You know what? God bless them. They've been doing it forever. You know what I mean? So it's like. It's tough, dude. I mean, it's just tough. It's tough for anyone to do it.
You know, it's weird. I used to look at rock stars and think, oh my God, that's the one job I'd always want. And now there's been a shift in my psyche because I look at it and I go, what a horrible life, because there's no guarantee. No, it's a great life. Don't get me wrong.
If you get it.
If you get it. But it's almost impossible to maintain it. And it's
listen, man, it's so fun. I mean, I have to disagree with you because a lot of people don't appreciate what they have got, regardless of what they do or how successful they are or not. You know, I think the key is kind of if you can make yourself happy in any situation. Because I remember some of the best times of my life, I was like totally broke and, you know, wanted to be a musician, and that was my life and my passion. It's always been the same thing. Right. And this has all been obviously crazy and incredible, but it's hard. I appreciate it, you know, and if I appreciate it, it's really fun and it's easy to manage, even though you're busy all the time and it's crazy.
I know you appreciate it, but it used to be very different. Like Maroon 5, with the amount of hits they've had, and the touring and stuff, the record industry used to be so powerful that you would still you would put out an album. Like I read you're worth $15 million. Now I don't know if that's true or not, but if you were putting out records 20 years ago. You'd probably be worth $80 million.
Yeah, you'd put $150 million.
Yeah, you have to relate it to like back in the day music business compared to now music business.
Right.
I mean, it's funny because it's so crazy. I mean, people used to have. I mean, if you were like a low mid-level band, you definitely had a plane.
Right.
It was crazy, and it was so bloated and completely out of control. I mean, it's kind of better in a way because you're dealing with music.
Right.
So the fact that it got so out of control and people made a lot of mistakes, people died, and it was really excessive. And so, in a way, I feel like we're in an advantage being in it now because we can control it more.
I feel bad for people, young people who are like, you know, sort of now just getting into the music scene because
I wouldn't know what to do.
I know. I remember, like, as a kid, I worshiped bands. I mean. And I worshiped the cover art on the album. I loved the whole record. I knew everything about a band. Now it's kind of like everybody's interchangeable, and
it seems like, you know,
it's tough. It's just tough.
Yeah, the top of the charts just changes all the time, and you could have one big hit and then you're gone.
How did you end up working with Christina Aguilera on Moves Like Jagger? Because was that a result of The Voice from you guys just hanging out?
Yeah. Well, it was funny because. The whole story behind the song is crazy. It's just how it came about and everything. But
how did it come about? Because I get the sense that it was just like all of a sudden you guys looked at each other. Hey, we're on The Voice. Let's just go in a studio and try something.
That's essentially what happened. I mean, I would have always thought about her just because her voice is so
amazing,
crazy. You know,
she can sing anything, can't she?
Listen, man. You know, she's. Unbelievable, and so it was. But it was also kind of the synergy of everything kind of coming together with the show and thinking, okay, this does need a female vocal. That was the consensus.
But by the way, when you signed with The Voice, were you initially upset that she was hired for more money than all the other judges? Did that bum you out?
In the very, very beginning, no, because you got to get the show off the ground, and she's Christina fucking Aguilera,
right?
So I was totally fine with that. I was like, okay, well, I'm me and she's her. So that makes total sense.
She has a big career.
And honestly, the money thing, I mean, we got hooked up and everything's cool, and you know, things have been kind of remedied now because I do feel like the chemistry of the whole team together is so hugely important.
Yeah, I just read that you guys renegotiated or something.
We got big raises and stuff. It was great. And
had you signed for many, many years, and so when you go in and renegotiate, are you sort of behind the eight ball because NBC was probably smart. They signed you for 5 years.
3.
For 3.
Yeah.
And so in the second year, The Voice was a hit the first year. So they probably, you know, to go in and say, I want more money, they could have held you up to the contract, right?
They always can. I mean, you know how that goes down. It's kind of like a good faith thing.
Right.
And, you know, so everything in their live television shows, and everyone wants to be happy and kept happy and everything. So at the end of the day, I'm cool with where we're at. And you can't haggle too much over things like that as far as comparisons are concerned because there's like an intangible thing.
How hard was it for you to decide to do The Voice? Because here you got to be sitting there going, hey, I still have a music career. I got a band, Maroon 5. I want to have my musical credibility. You don't know if the show's going to be a hit. You can end up being a fucking joke, an asterisk in like the biggest rock star mistakes, like Billy Squier rolling around on a floor.
Yeah.
I mean,
they put it that way, it was a lot scarier. I might have come in here before I made the decision and decided not to do it.
Who decides that you get the offer? How'd you get the offer for The Voice?
Well, it is funny. We came in there, and it was Mark Burnett. I got to give him all the credit in the world because he was really persuasive and kind of came in, and the band, it was an interesting point at that particular moment. Our third record come out, it was doing by all standards really well, so there was nothing to complain about. Everything was fine.
Yeah.
It wasn't nearly as big as the first two, so it's like, okay, this isn't, the singles weren't kind of taking off the way we wanted to. Things were okay, but not great. And
were you starting to feel like it was kind of over for the band?
I wouldn't say that. It was never over. I mean, we can still go tour the whole world and play huge venues and have an amazing time.
Right.
It's more a matter of like, okay, well, I think we need to make a move. We need to do something,
Right.
And this came around at a particularly good time. And Mark was really convincing. The idea was great. I watched the Dutch version of the show. We did it in Holland.
Yeah.
The energy of it was really cool. Names like CeeLo Green started coming up, and Christina, and I didn't know who Blake was.
Were you the first guy to sign?
I think it was like I remember getting confirmation that like I guess CeeLo or Christina was going to sign.
Were you bummed out at first, like when you had to go to the band, and were they enthusiastic? Because Steven Tyler had a fucking nightmare with Aerosmith. Joe Perry was completely freaked out by this.
It wasn't like that. I mean, it was. There was skepticism, definitely, but it wasn't like. I don't think anybody was saying, "Oh God, you're going to ruin all of our rock credibility." Maroon 5 is not. We're not.
But I mean, but since you're on The Voice, and you're now tied with American Idol in the ratings, 16.1 million viewers, which is awesome, right? I bet you never expected that.
No.
I find the show better than America's Got Talent. It's a little more fun.
American Idol, you mean?
American Idol. It's not better than America's Got Talent. Yeah,
Nothing's better than America's Got Talent.
Let me tell you, I just did my first taping of America's Got Talent.
I was going to ask you,
It was so fucking fun. I've never had more fun in my life.
Really fun, right?
It is insanely fun.
I knew you were going to love it. It's so funny because when I knew I was coming in here, I was thinking to myself, we got to talk about that whole experience.
Yeah, we're going to get to that.
Yeah.
But getting back to this, you go to the band.
Yeah.
And you've got to say, look, I'm going to now be a judge on a reality show. They don't know what The Voice is, this and that. So some of the guys are freaking out.
For Coach over at The Voice, it's a coach.
Right, Coach.
Oh,
That's what
is
they
it
tell
Coach?
You. Yeah.
But hasn't it been, I have to think that this has been huge for Maroon 5, right? Like a revival of sorts.
Absolutely. Well, listen, it's funny because doing the show was kind of like the Jagger tune, right? It was, and they actually came at the same time, which was funny. But basically, it came down to this. I've been doing this for, really 18 years in this band with these guys. Right. 10 years of just unbelievable success. And we were at a point where it was a crossroads of sorts. And so we thought, okay, let's just do these two things that could either, it was almost like there was no middle ground. It was like either this is going to catapult us into the stratosphere in a way like never before.
Right.
Or it's going to suck, and people are going to think we're assholes. And how dare you write a song about Mick Jagger, you shithead.
Yeah, right.
And the show tanks, and I want to kill myself.
Right.
It was like there was only really two options, and I'm really happy that it worked out.
The song kind of evolved because at that point, like right in the beginning, you're saying, hey, as long as I'm doing the show, I might as well do something with Christina Aguilera. So you approach her?
Well, it was a delicate thing. Basically, I keep saying his name because, in all honesty, he was so... Mark Burnett was so instrumental in a lot of this.
Even getting the song together?
I'm just saying, no, yes. Well, I played him the tune. My car someone in my car died. One day we were shooting the
You wrote the song?
Auditions. I co-wrote the song with about 500 other people, which I'll tell you about later because that was a first for me.
Right.
I'd never done that before. But I got in the car. He gave me a ride home, and I was like, "Hey man, check this song out." I was really pumped and excited about the song, and he thought, "Oh my God, we got to do this on the show." Blah blah blah, and so it kind of started with him being a huge champion of the song, which was awesome, and saying we got to do another show, but we got to do it with another coach and all this stuff. And the producers and writers and we all talked about it being a female vocalist on the thing. So hey, okay, obviously we know our choice.
So is Christina tough to get to do this song? I mean, because it seems like she plays hard to get.
No, she was like, yeah, cool.
She goes, cool.
I was gone. I was in like, oh shit. Sorry.
Do you go in the studio with her, or you do it separately?
No, well, this happened. Usually, absolutely. I like to always be there. But she was in the States, or she was in L.A. and I was in Asia or something, and so we kind of talked for a minute, and she did. I knew what she, like I said, what's she gonna screw up? She's Christina.
This is a sensitive subject with women, but why do you think she got so heavy? Is she upset? Is she what? She used to be so fucking hot. What is that?
To tell you the truth, man.
And her clothes are too tight. Right? Am I right or am I wrong with this, Adam?
Clothes are tight. She likes to wear tight clothes.
Yeah, but
she's clearly
when you're
she clearly likes to talk
woman,
about being comfortable being a woman and snapping her fingers and doing the whole thing.
Yeah, but when you're a plus size woman, you can't wear the tight clothes anymore. It's just
I
not
don't think
happening.
she's at plus size.
She's
yet.
plus size.
Yeah, I wouldn't go
it.
that far, actually.
You don't even know what a plus size is.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I know.
Robin, do you think she's over a 12?
She's over a size 12. Adam, what size is she?
I'm keeping my fucking mouth shut.
You got
She's
something
a
good
little
going.
girl. She's not a 12.
She and I have had, obviously we've been at odds a little bit, but she and I are cool. I was going to tell you, we don't spend that much time together. Like a lot of it's
But the odds, this is a funny thing you bring up, because now I'm on America's Got Talent. And I walked in. I've spoken about it for about an hour and a half this morning. How much fucking fun I've had, and the fans are going to come in. We have this audience, so it's great. It's like the Thunderdome in there, and it was just a blast. And I really enjoy my co-judges, Howie Mandel and Sharon Osbourne, and.
Well, Sharon probably. Both of them really
I know them really well, and we just had a blast. So I'm thinking. The rumor was that Christina would come in and then make you guys wait for like hours or something. And that would make me, I would go mental.
I did a little in the beginning. I did in the beginning. I mean, it drove me crazy.
How do you deal with that?
You just don't, it doesn't bother you anymore. First of all,
she's still doing it?
Well, first of all, let me back up a second.
She hasn't changed.
Hold on a minute. Let me back up a minute so I don't get myself in trouble.
She was eating.
No, stop it.
I'm kidding. Yeah.
She, in the beginning, she was late and shit, and then she stopped doing it, and it wasn't a big deal. It was over. It was fine. It wasn't.
Did you talk to her?
It doesn't happen anymore at all.
Did you talk to her about it?
I didn't really. She and I had a thing in the beginning where it was a little
sexual tension?
No, not sex. And by the way, everyone says that. No, not at all.
You don't think she's into you?
That was never. Absolutely not. That was never part of anything. It was more just we bickered, but it's done, and she's cool, and we're cool, and and she's never late anymore. So.
When you bicker because now that I'm on one of these shows, I totally get how closely you work with everyone.
Yeah.
If you bicker, someone's got to come in and sort of broker this thing and help to negotiate the peace. I mean,
yeah, probably. I mean, listen, it never got to the point where it was so. Also, the difference though between the two shows that we do is that on our show we're competing for someone to be on our team.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's a lot more gnarly. I guarantee you there would be a lot more bickering if you guys were doing that.
Oh, we had plenty of bickering.
Yeah,
we really did.
I love the fact that you all know each other too, and you're all so cool. It seems like
we had instant.
You guys had to get to know each other, didn't you? You didn't really know.
I knew CeeLo. I had met CeeLo a few times. He's the friggin' best dude.
Seems like a good dude.
Has he been here yet?
No.
I don't think so. Maybe
you got to get him in here.
Yeah,
he'll be great here. Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like a genuinely nice guy. The country guy seems nice too, but I don't like his music.
I didn't know Blake at all. I was when I first signed up for the show, I was when Blake Shelton's going to do it too. I was like, cool. Like, who's that? Here's what I love so much about that guy. He should come in here too. You'd have a blast with him because he kind of.
I think he benefited the most from the show because no one knew who the fuck he was.
I think we all benefited.
No, I'm saying
no one necessarily knew. He was a country guy. He was very kind of in that insulated country world. But what I love about Blake is that he totally demolishes all stereotypes about country artists.
Right.
Super liberal. Really, I mean, he hunts and shit, which is crazy. But he sends me pictures of shit he kills.
To do that,
Let's send me a picture of a skunk with an arrow through its head. Or text it to me. I'd be like, dude, come on, man.
Oh, wow.
Come on.
Are you friendly with these guys now? Would you get together with them outside of the show?
So close.
Really?
And obviously, with guys, it's different. Christina is a little more guarded because she's a girl and she's the only girl.
So she's the one that's separate from you guys. But New Year's Eve, you were with Blake Shelton, his wife, and Kelly Clarkson was in that group.
Kelly Clarkson, yeah.
Where do you go New Year's Eve to be together?
We were in a funny place on New Year's Eve. We were in Tisha, or where the fuck were we? Can someone tell me where my friends are all in there?
You don't know you're like me. You don't know where you are.
I never know where I am.
Right.
Like Houston or just outside of Houston or somewhere in Texas.
This was at his home?
No, we did a show at a casino. It was just kind of a money gig.
I see.
And
But
What do you
it's
mean
kinda
by a money gig?
like a gig that we would not necessarily go out of our way to play on New Year's Eve unless we made a lot of money.
When you say a lot of money, everyone gets what, $1 million?
I'm not gonna say.
Tell me, I'm comfortable with it.
A bunch of dough.
I'm comfortable with you telling me.
A very, very lucrative show. Let's just leave it at that.
Is it $1 million?
Less.
Less.
But a lot still.
But over 500,000.
I mean, it's a bunch of dough. Let's go on.
Wow.
Let's move on.
What are you worth now?
Oh, like $1 billion.
Are you worth over $15 million?
Like I have like $7.
All right.
But hold on, I'm getting sidetracked. What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Where you were on New Year's.
Oh yeah. Oh, so wait, this is great. So Blake, who is the greatest, he was there with Kelly and his wife, and he has a ranch, right?
Right.
He has a ranch like 30 minutes outside of where we played. So I thought to myself, oh, this is the one seriously redeeming quality of this night, which is we can go back to his place and have a fun time.
Right.
And he lives on like, he's got like a jillion acres in the middle of nowhere, and he lives in Tishomingo, Oklahoma. So we spent the night, me and my girlfriend spent the night at his place. It's so different than anything you could possibly ever experience because it's just straight up country, right?
What do you mean?
He lives in this like metal shack.
Oh God!
When I say,
does he have slaves?
No, I don't think so. I didn't see any.
I think they still allow that there.
Yeah, and he could if he wanted to. But
it's a metal shack. I would think a guy like that would have tons of dough, and
he does. But this is why I love him. It's because he's got. Tons of dough, but he keeps it so real. But it's funny because you walk in and it's just literally made out of like metal, and you're like, cool, cool, and it's all it's like a tiny. It's like not tiny. It's like a 3,000 square foot shack, and his wife hates it. His wife's like, when you build a house, you son of a bitch, like you're fucking rich. What's wrong with you? But he has like this. You walk in and it's just overwhelming amounts of deer heads and like anything you could kill in the area is dead and like in his living room.
And like, what are you, like a vegetarian and you don't even kill animals?
I'm not weird like that. I don't give a shit. But I it was just it was a funny 2-day kind of vacation.
And what is Kelly Clarkson doing in that group? What's her story?
She recorded with a country artist not too long ago.
Yeah, Jason Aldean.
So she's friends there too. Hey, did he have any like Jews heads on the?
They were talking about maybe
Jews
wanting one
in Oklahoma, so he hasn't shot one yet.
I was still getting a little scared.
Right.
He gave me a 5-minute head start, told me to run out into the.
So Kelly Clarkson's in with that group?
Yeah, well,
is she a cool chick?
She's great. She's super great and so talented.
What do musicians do when they hang together? Do they ever do a sing along, or do you ever start jamming all of a sudden?
Most of the musicians I know actually don't like to do that.
Right.
I mean, sometimes it's kind of if someone ever does, it's super like uncomfortable. Like,
does anyone ever say, "Hey, hey, we're all sitting here. Let's write a song and market this thing"? Does anyone? That doesn't happen, right?
It has to be really. I think that what happens with musicians is that they have to kind of. And by the way, Miranda, Blake's wife, is amazing.
What do you mean amazing?
Incredible singer, incredible country singer.
Right.
But yeah, I think it's like everyone is so delicate and like doesn't want to kind of infringe on someone else's. Doesn't want to be not cool and kind of do something that's going to make them uncomfortable.
Does Kelly Clarkson have a boyfriend, or is she just hanging out?
Idea. I don't.
She was there solo.
She was staying at their, country. Estate retreat, doing something. Oh, she was on the show. That's what it was. She was on the show, so she was like a mentor. She was like a guest.
I see. And she too let her weight go. What is with these girls?
Slimmed down. She
Who's
looks good
heavier,
on the Grammys.
Christina or Kelly Clarkson?
I'm not.
Go ahead, Adam.
I don't know.
I'm bowing out of this conversation.
Hey, come on, man. Get some fucking balls on you. Let's get into it. Who's heavier? Come on.
It's
so
easy. I was coming here today, and I was like, all right, don't get trapped into these.
No, but when you're listen, you're a mentor. Do you ever say, and I am a judge on America's Got Talent, and I do say this to the women, it is about appearances. There was a comedian audition. I can't give away too many details, but I talked about appearance.
Well, again, on The Voice, it is all about the voice.
I was so excited to watch you on that show. I just it's so fun. I mean, the show was cool. I'd never really seen it.
Right.
We were on it, actually, which is lame that we hadn't seen it. But the minute I heard you were doing it, first of all, I got much more excited about coming in here to talk to you about it. And second of all, I thought to myself, oh man, I'm so watching this. I can't wait. Because I know you're definitely going to piss people off.
No, in fact, I was the sensitive judge.
But you're going to be that guy. You'll be both, but you're going to piss people off more than most. You're going to go
I only
further
got
than
into
most
one
people would
fight
go.
with one guy. who gave me some shit, and I fucking gave it back to
What?
her.
This is a
Would you curse?
contestant?
What about cursing?
I didn't
I'm
curse.
bad with cursing.
No, I can listen. I was on terrestrial radio for a long time.
Yeah, exactly.
I couldn't curse. So I know it's a family show. I can't curse on there.
When you went to Sirius, did you like start cursing so constantly because you finally felt free? You could. Like,
here?
Say, like,
yeah.
Fuck, shit ass pussy.
Oh yeah, pussy, cunt, everything I use.
I had coffee. I left.
You want coffee?
No, my coffee's in there.
Gary, bring in some coffee immediately.
Gary, bring me some coffee.
Hurry up. No,
I'm just kidding.
No, he's got it. It's in the other room.
It's in the other room, the green room.
So where was I? So we were talking about New Year's Eve. You don't
There
get
it
together
is.
and
Oh,
you don't.
thank you,
there.
sir.
Oh, what do you drink? A black?
Yeah.
Nice. That's a real man.
Yeah, man.
I like to see that.
I mean, it is iced, but
So when you go on The Voice, all of a sudden things blow up because, like, I've had you on the show many, many times. Maroon 5, certainly a big success, and you were always a fabulous guest, and I always knew that. And, I actually get a little bit territorial. When I saw you on the show, I went, you know what, I fucking had that guy on a million times. Now all of a sudden they're putting him on TV. I get a little jealous,
you were
maybe.
jealous?
I get a little bit jealous,
championing
maybe.
me before
I think
this
so.
all happened.
But so you get on there. Has life changed a lot for you now, and for the band?
Drastically.
And
that's the weird thing about it was we get on the show and it was almost as if, we're big.
Right.
we had this whole career where it was like I thought it was almost in a weird way I wasn't nearly as big as I thought I was.
Right.
Because then this fucking thing happens and I'm like,
and you're
wow.
huge.
Well, what's the difference? You walk through an airport and people now all recognize you, and 16 million people watching that thing. Who's watching it, by the way? Is it little kids? Is it mostly women?
Like kind of everybody. The feeling that I get. I mean, we live in a bubble, obviously, being in LA or New York. But
right.
I feel like it's a pretty wide range of people watching, and yeah, there's like I feel like there's other kinds of famous, and then there's TV famous.
Right.
It's a whole other fucking thing that is kind of something I need to figure out and learn how to deal with.
I said even Howard is going to go through a certain amount of that.
You're going to hate it.
I don't go anywhere, so it's fine.
But even when you do, you're going to notice it because it is different.
What is it you hate about it? The paparazzi?
I don't want to be one of these guys that complains about it because it's not something to complain about.
Right.
But it's something that you need to kind of observe as like a different thing that happens to you, and you got to, kind of.
What
adapt
happens?
to it.
Prepare me for this so-called TV fame.
No, it's not like it's not like I said. I'm not lamenting it or anything. I'm just saying it's.
I'm looking forward to it myself.
It's very flattering,
Yes.
just the fact that everyone wants to, take their picture with you and stuff, but. It can be a little invasive.
So do you ever sit there and say to them, listen, no pictures now, it's I'm eating dinner, or you don't want to be a prick?
I mean, it depends what you're doing. If you're sitting eating dinner or something like that, I'll be like,
Are the paparazzi now chasing you?
I wouldn't say they're chasing me, but they're around.
They're more
much
aware
more
of you.
often. Yeah.
Right.
Which is fine. I don't care about that. No one's like, stalking me or anything like that.
Now, this hot chick you're dating, who's in sport, this is her, right? The Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue?
That is her.
Madonna me. This is some hot
now,
chick.
what agency do you call?
How do you get something like this? How old is this woman?
How do you know the agency number?
She
how old is it? Let's get this story straight, because this is a romance. Her name is Anne, right?
Her name is Anne.
Last time you were
I
in
call
here,
her Annie. I like Annie.
Last time you were in here, you had some other girlfriend, right?
Yeah, I knew you'd bring this up. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
But that was like years ago.
Every time.
That
Every
was
time
4
you had
years ago.
There was some other hot chick involved.
There was another one, I think.
No, there was one. I brought my girlfriend in a few years ago, and that was the one time I ever brought.
You broke up with her when?
Gosh, like 3 years ago.
So you,
Danny and I have been dating for 2 years.
Danny.
Dan, that's not
Danny is
a good name for a girl, Danny. I should get his kind of Danielle.
When you break up with a girl you dated for a couple of years, what's the parting gift? You can't just unload her, right? I mean, you've got to
Is
lay
there a
some.
parting gift?
What?
Yeah,
Parting gift?
You got to lay some cash on.
Is it like a game show?
You got to lay some cash on these girls.
Chris Rock said the best thing about that. He's like, when you're at a restaurant, you have a meal, you leave. They don't owe you a steak. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the idea that you have to give someone a parting gift.
Adam, you dated a girl for many, many years. You were living together.
It wasn't that long.
Not really.
How many years
we
were you with her?
We were never actually technically living together.
No.
No, we were together for year and a half or something like that.
But you're a wealthy man. When you break up with a girl, you don't give her a parting gift?
No.
You don't?
No, I'm a bad dude. Cause I didn't.
Is Annie leaving? She heard this.
Yeah, Annie left.
Honey, I'll give you whatever you want.
This girl.
But it'll never happen. We'll be together forever and get married on a mountaintop.
How do you end it with these girls? Because they got to take it hard. You're a good-looking dude. You can sing. You got fucking money. I mean, you're a home run boyfriend. I'll go out with you. Crying out loud. I mean, what? How do you let these girls down?
I don't know, man. I don't ever want to not be with the person I'm with. I think it's one of the, it's like sometimes
do you say it
things
face
don't
to
work.
face?
Of course.
Or do you text?
Do you text,
No.
or do you have your accountant do it?
No, I don't text.
No, some guys text, and
that's fucking spineless pussy shit.
I've broken up with 7 women over Twitter. Talk about spineless.
Over Twitter, wow.
That's right.
That's like double spineless.
Don't come home, baby.
Wow.
I mean, these girls fall hard for you, right?
No, I'm a nerd. I'm not like very cool.
You say you like being naked a lot. You like to walk around your house nude and stuff. Does that go over big?
I like naked, maybe not totally naked, like my junk swinging around.
Right.
Naked-ish, underwear and stuff like that. I don't know. I like when I get home, everything like comes off.
And Annie too likes to be naked?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, maybe.
Oh my God.
I can't speak on her behalf.
She's some good. And
she's by the way, she's very beautiful and all that.
Dude, she's in Sports Illustrated swimsuit. Girl.
Yes, she's all of those things, but she's also just.
You gonna marry this girl?
Wonderful human being.
How long you been seeing her?
2 years.
2 years, and
this
you're
is
in
the
love.
longest and most functional relationship I've ever been in. I don't want to screw it up, so I'm just going to continue to stay on that path.
Are you two living together?
Madly in love.
Madly in love.
Are you living with her?
Well, here's the deal. She travels constantly, and so she's always doing something. She's very successful.
So you don't live with her?
She has a place here.
What does she have that the last girlfriend didn't have?
I don't know. I don't think about things. No,
Yes,
I'm
you
going to
do.
be honest with you. No.
I know. I'll tell you what she has. I'm looking at it. Madonna,
Listen,
this is a perfect looking girl.
This is going to sound maybe like I'm trying to get out of talking about that, but what the truth is that I don't. It's a case-by-case basis. You fall in love with somebody, and it kind of chooses you in a way, right? I mean, I don't think that I'm looking. There's no checklist in my mind.
Where do you meet a girl like this? Seriously, do you have to call a modeling agency? No. I mean, how does that happen? How does it all go down? Teach me.
Hey, Gary, can you ask my girlfriend if I can tell the story?
Bring her in here.
Come on, Annie. I knew it was
Annie,
inevitable.
come on in.
Annie, come on.
I mean, this is some score.
Yes.
Wow, honey.
Hi there.
Give me a break about you. How old are you? May I ask, or is that rude? I don't know.
You don't know any etiquette.
I don't know any etiquette.
She's 17.
Hi.
You're 17?
Such a pleasure meeting you. I'm such a big fan.
Oh,
Thank you. And how old are you?
I'm 25.
25. How did you get tapped for the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue? Because this is a stunning picture. I'm a photographer.
And that's a big honor, right?
I will set up a shoot with you anytime and leave Adam home. Now, you're a professional model, right?
I hope so.
Yeah, you've been working.
It's been 11 years.
Well, how old were you when you started working on this modeling career?
Well, she told you 11 and she's 25.
Yeah, well,
you want to do the math?
Yeah, that'll take me an hour.
Yeah, I started at 15.
Oh, wait a second. 25 minus 10 is 15, but you say 11.
I'll be 26 in.
You were 14.
Her birthday is one day after mine, which is cool.
Oh, that's the reason.
I kind of get screwed because.
That was one of the things.
Are you in love with Adam?
Yes.
Do you worry that he will not commit to you for life, that he'll just use you up because he's in rock and roll and he'll go on to the next pretty girl kind of thing?
Absolutely not.
Why?
Absolutely
Why do you think it'll be different?
Because I'm the best.
Well, he is the best, and
then why hasn't he married you? It's been 2 years. And why is he not living with you?
2 years. How long did it take you to get married?
Oh, well, that's 100. I was married before. I'm a head case.
All right.
No, seriously, why are you not living with him?
Well, we kind of technically do. I mean, when I spend most of my time in LA anyway, so,
right.
And then I have an apartment in New York, so we kind of do, but we both travel all the time.
Where are you from?
I'm Russian.
You're Russian, but your English is pretty damn good.
Thank you.
Not that I care.
She's been in that magazine. This is her 8th year.
Wow. No kidding.
8th consecutive year. Yeah.
Good Lord. Do you have to starve yourself before you go in to do a bikini shoot with and no top? I mean, you got to really starve yourself, right?
You actually, this is one job that you do where they don't want you to work out and they don't want you to eat healthy.
Is that right?
It's honestly, it's kind of a dream come true because you literally get in there and they're like, give you a huge donut and they're like, enjoy.
Really? That's a good job for Christina.
They like their girls curvy. Stop.
I'm just kidding with you. Come on.
They do. But I mean, I'm very kind of critical about myself, but I feel like I have like a pregnant belly in every single picture over there.
Stop it.
Because literally we've been peeing out.
Do they give you photo approval, or you just have to go with whatever pictures they decide?
You go with whatever.
It's not your thing to do. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And so now, how did you two meet exactly? Let me go into it now that you're here to talk about it. Because everyone wants to meet someone like you.
Well,
where do we go to meet girls like
you? It's so
you?
cliche, but it's so funny that it's worth talking about.
Go ahead.
So
I know what it's going to be. Mail order bride? She's Russian.
Yes.
You're right away from her.
He found her in a magazine.
I went online and I'm like,
I want
how much?
How much for her?
We wrote to each other for a year.
Adam, how do you meet a beautiful girl like Ann? Seriously, she's hot.
Well, thank you.
Listen, you know it.
Once again, proving that the cliche is true. So our band was booked because I wanted to do this, because any artist wants to do this. We had the Sports Illustrated release party for this in like 2 years.
They didn't even have to
I'm
pay
not stupid,
you, right?
You know what I mean? They paid us money. I was like, I'll do it for free. I don't give a shit.
If I could sing, I'd go there.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, cool, whatever. So it was in Vegas, and it was the launch of like the 2009 one or something, 2 years ago or something. And we had met before. Do you want to tell that part? We can tell the PG, like the good part.
The PG version.
Yeah. So I mean, this really is not. This is a PG story, but basically, it had all started maybe a year or 6 months before this night, the party night, when I had actually been going on a date with a girl, and it was kind of a casual thing. It was in New York. It was like a casual, hey, you know, my friends, your friends kind of thing.
Right.
And the girl that was going on the date, and that never really went anywhere.
Right.
But the girl that
she
was
wasn't
going
a model
on a date.
Of course, it's not going
she
anywhere.
was beautiful.
She was all right. She ain't you.
She's a sweet, wonderful, beautiful girl.
Yeah, but she's not a Sports Illustrated model.
Well, the one foolish decision that she made was to bring Annie to the date.
Oh, what an asshole! Are women friendly with you, Annie?
Yes.
They like you?
Yes.
Oh, God. If I was a girl, I'd never fucking hang out
Well,
with
we
you.
don't really know each other, but I'm pretty much like a dude.
You're just like a dude.
Very much like a dude.
Yes, you
Well,
are.
she's the best kind of dude.
Yeah, you're the hottest dude I'm ever going to fuck if I could get near you.
breasts and
Are
a
you out of your
vagina.
mind?
If she looks like a dude, I'm fucking a dude.
Yeah. Give me that.
What was the hell was I talking about?
Who cares?
So
the girl brought
So it's kind of a funny story.
Annie.
So she brings Annie, and Annie and I don't like each other at all.
No, not at all. Yeah.
No, it's really true.
I'm not kidding.
Really true.
I'm like, what if stuck up? I thought she was a prison.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, he was, you know, I came there kind of as a emotional support to her. She was nervous.
You were winging her.
And you know, I've never really went out with anybody kind of in a public eye before, especially a musician.
Is your friend mad at you now that you stole him away?
No, we're cool. We're cool.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, so we go there, and I kind of like leave him to do his thing with her.
Right.
So
We had
he
our
thinks
blinders
that I'm
on.
kind of stuck-up bitch, and
Right.
I kind of think that he is some douchebag musician.
Right.
And
Well, he'll admit that.
Totally true.
Right.
you know, which whatever.
Had you ever dated a musician before?
No.
Never. Okay.
No.
She had no idea she was getting.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, oh my God, I so had no idea.
we just didn't hit it off though. We weren't supposed to. We were, you know, we was like almost as if there was one girl in the room I wasn't really allowed.
You're like two of the best looking people in the world. Why wouldn't you be? Wait till you have kids. Are you gonna have kids together?
So flattering. I want to have kids at some point.
You use a rubber when you have sex? What do you guys use for birth control?
We use protection.
You do? Oh, you don't. So, Adam, you pull out? He pulls out?
This is not appropriate.
No, yes, it is, because I'm kind of like, I can't figure this all out. Like, you don't want to have kids yet.
You know, like, I mean,
I use a rubber.
You do?
Yeah, because I don't want to have kids.
I'll be vague enough by just saying that we're safe. Okay, I'm not going to talk about any more than that.
How are you safe?
We're safe. Just we have safe sex.
Annie doesn't want a rubber.
But I will say this.
Annie said she does not use a rubber. She gave me the face like I'm like a fucking idiot
not, because
for
I
using
think
a rubber.
Listen, here's my philosophy: is that as long as you have safe sex.
How do you have safe sex if you're not using a rubber?
No, he meant before.
Long years of experience.
Right.
He was safe before.
Oh,
he pours Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
in
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
I mean, what is that?
Vinegar or something.
What do you guys do? Oral only?
No, what?
So
Oral
how can you
only?
be safe if you don't use a rubber? So in other words, you pull out.
We control it.
How do you control it? Teach me, because I don't get it. How's everybody not having kids?
I don't know. I want to have kids at some point.
Yeah, not now. Both of you don't want kids yet,
so we
right?
we're good.
So how are you preventing that? The pill?
We have a fail-proof system.
Annie, are you on the pill?
No.
Okay. He comes inside of you?
I have a magical penis that does not.
But you know
I only send the type of sperm that don't make
Adam,
babies.
Adam,
no, I
hold
don't.
it a second. You know when you enter a woman, as much control as you think you have.
She was on the pill. You were on the pill for a while, and then you had to stop.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Okay.
basically,
So,
like,
and I agree that you should stop
the plan
because
is
it's dangerous.
Well, my point of.
But
my
there's
point,
pre-cum.
No, listen, it's never good to do that. My point is, I would say yes, birth control. You should.
So you guys pull out, and if you have a baby, you have a baby.
We've done that before, but like it's not the best idea.
So then, what do you do? Explain it to me.
Birth control, but she stopped it.
But what birth control? So now you don't take birth control. So you're gonna have a baby.
Leave us the fuck
No,
alone.
we're not going to have a baby.
We're not gonna have a baby. Trust me, we're not.
Yes, you are, because you think when he pulls out, he's not going to have a baby with you.
We have safe sex, I promise.
Well, how is that safe?
Because it's good.
Why is everyone not? I use a rubber because I can't figure out. I don't want to have sex with a rubber.
I told you we were going to have to talk about all this shit.
But what is there to talk about? We're talking about life, man.
It's safe.
I don't know what you two are up to.
Well, look, you never know if it's safe or not, but you hope for the best.
All right, so you trust that he can pull out.
Absolutely.
And if he gets you pregnant, would you have an abortion?
You know, I think that's something that we'll probably have to talk about and make a decision together.
I say you have the baby.
I'll tell you one thing. Baby, right?
I mean, it's going to be some baby. Most people should get an abortion, but you two shouldn't. Most people have the ugliest fucking
The
kids.
rules that Rick Santorum was, they should be only for you.
Yeah, I mean, look at you two. Can you imagine the fucking baby that's going to come out? It can't be ugly.
I want you to know I would love to have a baby.
How about the baby looks like me? That'd be weird.
God. How about this?
They'll be like, what the fuck?
Let me fix this. Let me fix this so I don't look like a pussy right now.
Go
Because I
ahead.
do want to say my piece.
You don't look like a
You're
pussy
right.
sitting next to her.
You're right.
Right,
come
go
on.
ahead.
She makes me look good.
She makes anybody look good.
So we don't use birth control, and actually we do pull out and all that stuff.
Right.
But the way that I feel about it is if I wouldn't say God forbid, but if for some reason that were to go down, it would be something that we'd have to think about, and I would be prepared because I love her so much. I'd be prepared to have a
But isn't kind of, I mean, where do you put that stuff? On her stomach, or do you put it in your hand?
I go lots of different places.
You do?
It goes all over.
Yeah,
you
gross.
should see
And Annie, you
Blake
don't mind?
Shelton's house now.
Yeah. Blake Shelton's house is covered in
covered the walls.
Jizz. Annie, where does he unload? I mean, it's gross, right?
Okay, stop. Enough.
All right. Let's get back to it. So get back to your romance.
I'm fucking trying to lie.
You see? You're not rock
We're like everybody else.
You're
I mean,
on NBC.
where do you do that? Same places.
Okay, by the way, I love it.
Oh,
She's
you
like,
do it on a condom.
I'm like, honey, do you want to come to Howard today? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, do you know what that means?
No, I'm actually really excited to see how much you can push us. I mean, that's really cool.
Isn't this a good discussion to have? What do we do if we have a baby?
Absolutely. I mean, first of all, it's
No one's
Thank God
discussing
you
this.
came here.
Adam doesn't know if he gets you pregnant what he's going to do.
Okay, I mean,
No,
also,
who knows?
wait,
I mean, we
time
all
out.
have this kind of
Time out.
conversation.
You know you're going to have the baby.
Time out.
You know you are.
Time out.
Yes.
Okay, so I
like a
think
man
that one of the
drowning.
greatest things, one of the best things about having a girlfriend who you love so much.
I love her, and I don't even know her.
Yeah.
I'm in love. I'm in
Why
love
did
with my
you
wife.
tell
but
us
I'm-
the best thing about it, Howard?
Yeah, how
You're
could you-
married.
I know, but who wouldn't be in love with you?
Well, thank you.
hard
Does
to
your
say.
wife mind, by the way?
No, she knows I'm madly in love
Aw,
with her.
good.
And believe me, she loves it.
Let
You
me
should
say one thing
see
about
me naked.
I'm going to forget the thing I want. I want to say it before I forget. I was about to leave my mind. One of the benefits, one of the best things to being in a monogamous relationship is that you don't need to use a condom. To me, if you love somebody and you are capable of dealing with that if it were to happen, then to me that's the beauty of having a relationship.
You're
is
absolutely right.
Feeling that.
But
you know?
here's my problem. I'm in a 12-year relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to have kids. I can pull out. I've got some control. But there's sometimes you don't know things are dripping in there.
That's true. There is the inevitable, like you never know what's actually going
And I've
down.
discussed with Beth. I said, if I got you pregnant, let's say I don't use a rubber. She said, I will absolutely have the baby. She does not. She believes in abortion rights, but for herself, she doesn't believe in it. She would, even if the baby's retarded, she's having it. Okay, you hear what I'm saying? I'll be walking around with a kid with an IQ of 12.
That baby's happening if it happens.
It's happening, and I'm like, oh my God! Now Robin's looking at my Down syndrome baby. She's making judgments. I mean, come on, it's a whole
Look,
fucking
it
deal.
won't be me you have to worry about. It'll be the rest of the world.
Everyone's like, oh, you know, I know what
Look
people
at
do when
Howard
they go
Stern's
home.
baby.
They make fun.
Can't you find? You can find out all that stuff early.
Yeah,
now.
but she doesn't care.
Well, why aren't you guys having
She's
a
a
baby?
wonderful
You're going to
woman.
have such a great baby.
Can you imagine a retarded baby with my face? Can you imagine like
Why
a double
does anyone
whammy?
have a retarded baby? I mean,
Listen to me. What I'm saying is, all I'm saying is, you guys have to think this through. Annie's saying
I sat here and told you if it happened,
you're having the baby.
I would be. It's a conversation.
yeah.
Annie, you're gonna tell him now. You're going to have the baby.
I think that there's pretty much no doubt that. I mean,
Annie,
who knows?
Be honest with me.
She also has a lot of things to think about.
You're going to abort his
I mean,
baby?
look, at the end of the day, it's like we both have our careers, you know? It's like,
Right.
and I'm not saying that you have to choose a baby over a career, but you have to be smart, you know? I've been doing it for 10 years, and our career is very limited. And
You do
kind of-
runway?
I do. I still do runway. I'm actually about to go to Milan today.
Do you have any
for-
major campaigns?
Yeah, I just got a few, you know?
What are you pulling down? About $1 million a year? You're some cat.
Probably more than that.
I don't know. Are you pulling down? Are you pulling down $1 million?
She's my sugar mama.
You're not kidding. Are you pulling down $1 million a year?
Yes.
Oh, look at you. Oh, what a Maron. Wait, let me think. Hold on, I got to take a breath. Oh my God.
I gotta say,
a million, over $1 million, and you look like that.
She's a successful model.
Jesus.
I will say the first time she kind of threw down and kind of bought me dinner, I was like,
yes.
I kind of got a boner.
I love that. You're not kidding.
Big time.
I wish someone would buy me dinner.
It was
I'm always paying. Sucker pays.
It was attractive. It was very
That is
attractive.
very attractive. No one ever buys me dinner.
Aw.
Really?
She'll buy you dinner.
There was
Annie will buy you dinner.
There was a girl once. She was a mess. I was actually a prize for her. Okay, listen. Let's get back to it. So, how did you meet again? Where were we in
All
the
right,
story?
Now that we've divulged all the
This
intimate
is
details of our
sexy.
sex
I can't
life.
wait to get to the romantic part.
So basically, we didn't like each other.
Right.
And this
we
was
hate
like
each
8
That's
months
so
ago.
great when you hate each other.
I didn't hate her. I was
No,
just like,
but you know,
I was
it's
just like,
weird
what the fuck? I
because-
was like, who do you think you are, kind of thing. And she was like, who the fuck do you think you are?
Well, you know, sometimes, I mean, people meet and they look at each other and they have no sexual chemistry whatsoever.
Are you saying you were not attracted
no,
to him?
not at all.
And I will say this.
Not at all.
I will say
Really?
this. I saw her and I was like, that is a really beautiful woman. Obviously, you can't not say, you can't not think that when you walk in a room. But I wasn't. I was put off. We were both put off by each other's energy. I don't know what it is. I don't care how beautiful you are. There's something that it wasn't
This
there.
is the best story because it's going to explode.
And he's not, and he was really not my type, really.
Of course not.
And well,
No.
I mean, you're everybody's type, so yeah, you were totally my type.
So how does that all turn around? How do you end up asking her out on a date?
Well, here's what happened. It was pretty romantic, actually, and it's looking back, we always talk about it because it's one of those things that we always like.
Can't wait to
discuss.
get to the sex, but
So-
go ahead.
Oh Jesus!
Oh my
You're not
God.
getting there.
I would
We already
explode.
went. We're going backwards. We already talked about
How long can
where
you
we
hold out with
drop
her?
What?
Seriously, how long? When you're in bed, the actual coitus, how long does it last? 3 seconds?
No, it's a little like
Is he able-
7 seconds.
Is he able to hold out for a long time, or are you just totally
I held out
dissatisfied?
for a long time. Yeah.
Don't most guys?
Okay, wait a minute. Can we time out again?
Wait a second.
Can we go
Don't
back to
most
the-
guys who are
Don't
with
you want the
don't they
romantic
explode
story?
in a second with you? I mean, because you're so hot. Like I couldn't hold
no,
out.
I mean you don't really
You
want to
talk
be.
about other dudes
you don't
that she's
really
hooked
want to
up with
be
them?
like with someone who just thinks that you're hot. You know,
Oh,
It's
yeah, you
gotta
want to be with me then.
I'm really.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm saying, how does a guy look at you and then
Well,
not
thank
and
you.
hold back? In other words, do most of these guys? Do you think sex is something that happens in 3 seconds?
No.
You do not. You mean there are men who can hold out with you?
Yeah, it should be that way.
How long do you hold out, Adam? Can you hold out 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Whoa. I still can't even hold out more than a minute with my wife.
Really?
Yeah. She's too hot. She's fucking hot.
What are you doing,
have sex for more
Howard?
than a
What are
minute.
you
It
doing?
feels good. I put it in and it feels good.
But
And I can have a
don't you
rubber
know how
on.
to manage things?
No,
You
I
don't?
can't calm down.
Do you like
You
you
don't.
can't like you can't
I can't
say to
slow
yourself
down.
you can't control when
No.
you release?
No,
Get the fuck out of
I
here.
can't.
So what does she get out of it?
nothing.
So why is she?
I don't know. I can't imagine she gets anything out of it. What could she possibly get out of it? I'm done.
Oh, dude.
I mean,
He's got
You're
to be
lying.
lying.
You're
He's
lying.
got
There's
to be
no way.
lying.
There's
Right.
no chance
She's
that you are
walking
not
around
lying.
smiling.
I'm just
so
kidding.
he's got to
Yeah.
be lying.
I'm
There's
just
no
kidding.
way.
I'm just kidding. I'm really good in bed. No, she gets to look at me. Look how hot I am.
1 minute. That's sad. I hope that's not true. I
A
don't think
minute,
it
I'd be
is.
lucky.
Wait, can we talk about
All right,
the
so you-
non-sexual part for 1 second?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, so when do you meet
All
again?
right, so then we go back to this Sports Illustrated thing, and I know she's going to
Well,
be there
no.
kind of thing.
Well,
Right.
just say that you guys dated and.
Well, you put your feet on the couch. I wasn't going to do
No,
that.
that's
Why?
okay.
Well,
That's all right. Go ahead.
I'm trying to get myself comfortable.
I know I was going to do
Do you
that.
mind?
I don't care what you do.
You have
Sorry.
no idea what's happening
Some
on
weird,
that couch.
gross shit
Do
probably
it.
happened on this couch.
Do whatever you have to do on that couch. I
Only
think
put
those-
your feet on
Our
that
feet
couch.
being on the couch is definitely not a problem with that. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, what were we talking about? Oh, the thing.
So you go to the Sports Illustrated swimsuit thing. You're playing the gig, and look who's there.
And
I
you
know
know
she's
she's
going to
gonna
be
be
there.
there.
I know she's going to be there. And of
And
course,
he's there.
I'm probably in the position where I'm thinking this could be a really good night for me. I'm playing
Right.
this friggin' party.
Well,
And-
can I kind of
Is there
rewind a
another
little bit?
aspect I'm missing out?
Just a little bit. Well, pretty much the story was, I think the reason why we kind of really were supposed to be together, because the day the day of going to Vegas, I woke up and I pulled my back because I overran. I did New York City Marathon and I couldn't get up from the bed. So pretty much I knew that I have 3 days of walking in heels and 24/7 press.
Right.
So the only time when it didn't hurt is when I was drunk.
Right.
So I was drunk all the time. And that's something that I don't usually do. Like, I'm very professional.
It eases the back pain.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Because I couldn't sleep. I couldn't walk. I mean, I couldn't do anything.
How wasted are you for this runway?
So basically what she's saying is she got so hammered she fell in love, madly in love with me.
So you were really
she was
hammered.
drunk enough to fall in love with me.
Are you so hammered you can barely walk?
No.
that's
No, you
controlled.
just
to take the
control.
edge.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, she's binge drinking.
Yeah.
And it's basically, and so I
Would
show
you
up
do a little coke too, or no?
No.
A little hash?
Fuck that. Coke's fucked. I never.
Coke's fucked?
That's
Hash?
not my thing. Not my thing.
Psilocybin?
Jesus.
Shrooms? You ever do shrooms?
When I was a kid.
Yeah. Do you ever do shrooms?
Actually, I will
I've never done
I'll talk
it.
about that later if you want.
All right, go ahead. Yeah.
But okay, you keep distracting me. I'm
All
trying
right.
to tell the thing.
Well, it's not easy for me.
It goes from like sex to drugs, from sex to drugs.
I know, man. Jesus.
You two ever do shrooms
My
together?
publicist is just shitting her pants in the other room.
You guys ever do E together?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold on a minute.
So you're at the,
so we're at the
show.
party.
She's drunk. Go ahead.
You weren't that drunk.
I wasn't
by the
really
way.
that
She was
drunk.
She's feeling
totally
good.
fine.
She was just
She's
drinking.
exaggerating.
Right,
She was
she's buzzed.
drinking.
She's buzzed.
Well, maybe on a night when she wouldn't.
Right.
So I get there, and I'm there the night before this show, and I get there, and I walk into the section that they don't let people into because why would they? It's just all these swim. It's all of them. They're all there, and
Whoa.
all my friends are with me, and their jaws are dropping, and my jaw is dropping, and I walk in, and the first person I see is Annie, and so I see her, and literally it was as if. Like in a fantasy where, like, you imagine like the beer maid, or you have like someone with shots, the beautiful woman with shots. It would literally, if it was like, want a drink?
And what's Annie wearing? Like a swimsuit or something?
The first thing she did was this. She's like, so nice to see you. And I'm like, you don't like me.
Right. No, I try to be polite.
She's being polite.
I knew they were like recording an album, so I asked how was the album. You're kind
bunch of bullshit talking. Surface conversation, and then
wait until you bang.
Then the tequila started happening.
Yeah.
Right. And then we got loose and comfortable, and we're just talking, and we're talking, and kind of everything else is disappearing. And
we weren't really talking so much.
Right.
But we're talking for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and the conversation's getting very personal. And my birthday's on March 18th. My birthday's on March 19th. It was just, everything was kind of leading in this direction. Of, holy shit! And we have a great rapport with each other, and we kind of forget about the fact that we didn't like each other, and.
But there's no making out or anything, is there?
But then...
You started making out?
Yeah, but here's the interesting part of this whole thing. The both of us, in the past, always, we're very discreet. I'm not the kind of person that's going to start, like, licking someone's face in public after just meeting them. That's just not what I'm going to do. I'm not going to just start making out with anybody in public right in the middle of this very visible
I would.
place.
I don't care. If I can get it,
I'm just not like that. I don't like to do that. And I never do. It's not my style. And I know it's not hers either.
Yeah, because I was working there. There's pretty much, every
she had
single...
to be there.
Every
so you two are sitting there making out in front of everyone?
No, we're standing just like...
I think it was one of those things. We did a shot,
kissing.
and we somehow magically, my hand was on his back, and his hand was on and it's like the magic happened, and something just
the room went away.
I don't know. It sounds really cheesy and corny, but
well, it's not done yet. There's more. So then that night's done. So basically, I go back, and this is actually totally true. I'm not telling. This is not joking at all, or lying. So I go back with her. I said, hey, I want to. And we're drunk at this point. I'm like, let's come back to my place. Of course, I'm saying dumb shit like that.
Right.
And she's like,
and I was like,
no, I'm not coming back to your place, but you can come back to my place.
I'm like, you can come back to our place because, my place, my hotel, but I'm not going to sleep with you. I'm like, you can come back, but I'm not going to anything with you.
Yeah, because then he doesn't think anything of you, if you bang him right away, right?
Well, I don't do that kind of stuff anyway.
You don't bang right away.